That boy Donnie. Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this movie because this movie is awesome. Please sit back, pop yourself some popcorn, eat yourself some cheese, popcorn, kettle corn, hot Cheetos, anything, chicken tenders. It doesn't matter where you at. Leo is the oldest. Roy is the second oldest. Donnie is the third oldest. Can't forget the youngest. The youngest is Marshall. And Chris is the dad. Christina is the mother. Let's let this story begin. One afternoon, Dad went into the kitchen to check on Mom. Mom was frying some lobster tails and Leo was making a bowl of macaroni. Man, the bowl of macaroni and lobster tails smelled very good. I was in the living room playing Mario Kart on the Wii with Marshall and Roy. Man, they was whooping my butt in Mario Kart Wii. So, I decide to go in the kitchen to check on Leo and Mom. They were cooking. Man, the kitchen smelled like fried seafood and macaroni. Man, it was a beautiful day. I went outside and the trees are beautiful. Then I came back inside to sit down with Dad and play Mario Kart Wii. Man, he was whooping my ass in Mario Kart Wii. Man, it was beautiful. And Dad said, Donnie, you're gonna remember these days. You understand me, son? And then I said, yes, Dad. And then dinner time came. And Mom gathered us around the table at dinner time. And so everyone served their self. Man, it was beautiful. And so Dad sat at the table and Mom sat at the table. And they had the throne seats. And I sat down and I chilled for a minute. And after that, we had lobster tails and macaroni. Fried lobster tails and macaroni. And Dad said, before we eat, I want you to say grace, Leo. And so, Leo had to say the prayer. He said, God is good, God is great. Let us thank you for our food. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And everybody else said amen except Dad. And Dad said, that fake ass prayer. That piece of shit. Like, Dad was so negative at the table. And Dad said, you could do better. Here, let me add on to that. Dad added on to the prayer. And then, next thing you know, we ate. Man, I dipped my lobster tail, my fried lobster tail. I had cracked open the shell. Cracked open the shell. And I dipped my lobster tail in lemon butter, bro. Lemon butter. And we had steak with this too. Man, Mom made a steak and seafood night. Mom pulled out the steaks and said, yeah, y'all didn't know I made steaks? It was a T-bone steak. Man, we ate T-bone steaks and fried lobster tails that night. Man, it was so good. Man, I dipped my lobster tail inside my lemon butter. And then I dipped my steak inside my lemon butter, bro. I cut my steak. And, bro, it was so good. I am not gonna lie on that. And Leo said, man, that food was good. And Dad said, yeah, you're gonna be the only one that's cleaning up the kitchen too, considering that you're the oldest. You need to start learning how to take care of this family besides fighting them, Leo. You get mad every time I joke about you. And after that, Leo said, look, my dad said, no, I don't want to hear no but. Clean this kitchen up before you piss me off. And so Dad went into, left his plate on the counter. And Dad said, hey, no. Everybody, leave your plates on the counter. Let's see how you do. And after that, Dad got, he had one of these cameras. This type of cameras, home security cameras. And after that, he had put it in the kitchen. Like, maybe 4 of them or 5 of them in the kitchen. So basically he lies and said that he was watching the burglars, but then again he's basically watching us. So on with the story, we was in the living room and Dad turned his phone on and watched Leo clean up the kitchen. And Leo didn't do a really good job, so Dad got on a camera. Basically it's a microphone on the camera. It had speaker audio, and Dad spoke on the camera, scared Leo for a little bit, and said, "You better mop the floor too. You better do what exactly I tell you to do." Man, it was funny. So we went to bed that night and we went to sleep. The next day I woke up. Man, it was foggy outside. Man, my eyes got sleep in it, and I was kind of tired. But anyhow, I walked outside. It was kind of cold, and Frost and Dad said, "Get back in here. I'm about to start breakfast." And so Dad called Leo, and he said, "Leo, get in here." And Leo said, "Yes." He said, "Get in here. I want you to cook breakfast with you and Roy. You and Roy gonna both cook breakfast. I bet I had no trouble out of both of y'all. Now I want you to see how obedient Roy is. Sit down, Leo." And then Leo and Dad sat down, and then they both watched Roy. Roy, he was cooking. He was cooking up a big breakfast, and then Dad said, "All right, everybody, it's time to eat." So it was time to eat. Man, it was a beautiful morning, and Mom and Marshall and me came into the kitchen. Man, that nigga had it all hooked up. Salmon patties, bro, with some actually he had deer sausages with eggs, bacon, grits. Man, it was so good. And the biscuits that, man, they got honey on them. Honey baked biscuits. 7-Up biscuits. And so Roy hooked that whole motherfucker up. And so Mom was sitting at the table. We had a big table too. Man, it was beautiful. So while we're eating, man, it was so delicious, man. I start crunching my bacon and eating my deer sausage. And man, I got the taste of deer so good, so juicy. Man, it dang. They were so good. And after that, Dad left his plate there and said, "Okay, Leo, I want you to clean this kitchen up and hurry up so we can get to the storage room, because we got lots to do today. And then I want all of y'all to get y'all church clothes ready for tomorrow, because we got church tomorrow." And then after that, Dad walked out of the kitchen. And then Mom walked out of the kitchen, left her plate. Man. And so, after I get done with my stuff, I went into my room and shut the door. 5 minutes later, Dad knocked on the door and said, "Come on, Donnie, let's go to the storage room." And then Dad knocked on Roy's door and told him, "Let's go, Roy." And then Dad went into the kitchen and saw Leo, and he started screaming at him, saying, "You've been doing this for a straight hour now. Hurry up. We gotta get to the storage room." He was screaming at Leo. And he grabbed by Leo and he said, "Don't you got an attitude with me? I'll bust you up inside your head." And Leo started crying, and Dad said, "Come on, let's go take your meds." Because Leo takes C-Cramo. And so Leo had to go take his C-Cramo. But once he got done taking his medicine, Dad said, "Okay, now let's go to the storage room." So the storage room was down into the basement. And so we went into the basement and into the storage room. And here we go, start cleaning. So when we get into the basement, it looks exactly like what's featured in this picture. Our storage room is terrible. Names on every box. Man. And Dad said, well, shall we get started? And Leo started looking away. And Dad said, what you done destroy, Leo? Huh? After that, Leo started cracking up. Because really, he's just laughing at how dirty and nasty the room is. But Dad think he destroyed something. And so, Dad went over to Leo and said, so you laughing, right? You think this is funny? And so, Leo started like saying, no, it's not funny. And Dad did, it ain't funny no more, is it? And after that, he slapped that boy across the face. And he said, stop, Mr. Bushman. Dad grabbed him, man. He grabbed by his shirt and ripped his shirt and pushed him against the storage thing, and the thing started collapsing. Oh, man. It was a hell of a mess. Oh, man. And we had to clean it up anyway. After he slapped him and pushed him against the shelf, and then the whole shelf collapsed on Leo. And then after that, Dad started laughing and said, ha 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 ha, that's funny, right? You was laughing at me, so I laugh at you, right? Tell the DCFS I did that, and watch you get brought right back here after they hold you for a week. And so, man, Leo had a bloody stud on him after the whole shelf thing, because the sharp edge of the shelf cut him after when it was falling. It actually punctured a little piece of meat off of him. Man, it was terrible. So I went into the deep part of the storage room and I said, hey Dad, look at this. Dad came in there and said, come here, y'all. And so I went in there, and after that, Leo came in there. He tried to turn his head, and Dad said, you turn your head back over here. And Leo started bursting into laughter. And Dad said, do you realize how dangerous this is? Crashed bottles? Huh? And Leo said, yeah. And then Dad said, why the fuck you laughing at? And Leo said, well, I didn't do it. And Dad said, because you like doing this type of shit. You look like you're doing anyway. Crashing bottles and stuff. Like you just slam this up against the wall. Look at that. You like a bull in a china shop. Like you tried to climb the shelf to get up there, to get at the cat. And after that, Leo started to, like, he had a smirk on his face. And Dad got so angry and pissed off. He ran to Leo and grabbed him by his face. And he said, he tried to open his face up. Like he grabbed his claws with Leo's head. He scratched Leo. And he had a cut on him. And Dad started punching him and started beating. He started doing this. I'm gonna take you out of me. Man, he was hitting that boy. And after the Dad went and got a wine bottle, smashed on his head. And Leo fell onto the floor. And Dad said, yeah, I want you to clean this place up tonight. I better not find nothing else of yours. It was on. It was on. It was on. It was on. So Dad decided to leave this. Oh man, he was pissed off. He didn't know what to do. That's why he was acting like that. So we went back into the storage room. Oh man, we got a whole mound to clean up now. Oh man, the whole storage room collapsed. Man, lights is flickering. Boxes everywhere. Trash. Man, everything is everywhere. And then we had to clean up the back, bruh. This is exact picture of what that storage room looked like. Oh my god. It was terrible. Just terrible. And it is nothing organized because Leo rambling through all this stuff, going through every box, seeing what's his and what can he tear up, destroy board games, everything, bro. It was terrible. Every Monopoly game that Dad collected in his life is now destroyed. And then Dad said, this boy done went through my Monopoly collection and just destroyed it. Dad was pissed off. And then Dad smelt something burning in the back of the storage room. And Dad said, that's probably that outlet. I'm gonna go check it out. And guess what? It came from in between the shelves. And after that, there was something in the shelf that was smoking. And it smelled like burnt weed. It smelled like weed. It smelled like weed. It was on the shelf. It was smoking too. And after that, Dad went and pulled all that stuff out the shelf and said, damn it! And then after that, he said, what? And then Dad said, who did this? Somebody had to do this on purpose. And after that, Dad said, I said, what Dad? And then Dad said, Johnny, did you do this? And I tried to hold my laugh, and Dad said, Johnny, this is serious. Did you do this? I'm gonna whoop your ass, Dad. And after Leo shit, he started laughing too. After that, Leo started cracking up, falling on the floor. And Dad got mad. He slapped the little shit out of me. And after that, Dad said, come here, Leo. I got some candy for you, son. And Leo said, I don't want to talk. And after the Dad said, come here. And after that, Leo said, I don't want to talk. And Dad grabbed that fat. And then you ripped it. Ooh. He just beat the fuck out that boy. He jumped. Oh, he beat that boy down. I swear. He jumped that boy in that storage room, bro. He just went through him. And Dad happened to look. He went into the wine storage room, saw busted bottles everywhere. Some wine is still on the shelf that wasn't touched. And then after that, Dad said, come here, y'all! And then we came in there, and after that, Dad said, who did this? Who decided, I just want to bust some wine? And after that, Leo said, no, me. And Dad said, yes, you. I know it was you. You love coming in here for some reason. Was it you trying to climb the damn shelf and get the cat? I know that was you. You was trying, I can't tell if it was you. I could see through your eyes if it was you. And then Leo started cracking up. And Dad said, it was you. After that, Dad got close to Leo and said, hey, son, what I tell you about that, huh? Dad had a grin on his face. And after that, Leo said, what are you gonna do, Darren? And the dad said, y'all go block him out. Don't let him out this laundry room. Don't let him out this storage room. And after we was blocking the exit, Leo said, boom, dance. Come handle Leo. Bust that boy inside his head. He bust that boy inside his head. Oh boy, he climbed on Leo's back and bust that boy inside his head. He said, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, Leo. And that boy started to get a headache. He said, and then his dad pushed that boy against the shelf and all that wine, bust that boy in his head, and he got stars and he fell off the ground. There goes. Oh man, it was terrible. Wine was everywhere. I guess that was all that money that Dad spent. And Dad said, well, Some of them ain't broken. Dad said we just making a bigger mess. None of y'all wanting to clean up this room. Y'all gonna clean the storage room all day long until we finally get something done. But get to work, Donnie. So I had to sweep the storage room and pick up boxes and organize them. Put A with A and B with B. Roy had to scrub, shampoo the carpet. And Dad said once we get the storage room cleaned up, then we can finally see what we got down here. And then Dad started fighting Leo in there. And after that, Dad walked out of there and his eye was busted. And then Dad had blood on his hand. And then Mom came down here and heard a lot of screaming. And then after that, Mom said, "What's going on? What's going on?" And then Dad said, "I'll beat Leo up. You should see the damage he had done. Go walk up in there." The next thing you know, Mom saw everything on the floor. Mounds of junk. And Dad said, "Get this shit cleaned up, y'all. I'm gonna sit in this chair and I'm gonna watch y'all. Here, let's play some music." And after that, he was playing jazz music while getting the other stuff cleaned up. It was crazy, bro. And Mom said, "Why did this boy do this? He tore up our whole wine collection." So Mom started finishing them off. And Mom said, "You better not put your hands on a girl." And after that, Leo said, and Mom started fighting Leo. Man, it was crazy. Slammed him against him. Oh, he busted his head on the bottle. She took that bottle in. Next thing Leo saw, the bottle swung at his head. Leo had knots in his head and everything. She said, "Now y'all got no beer. Because it's all in his head." I smashed him up the side of his head. And Leo started going crazy, slamming stuff. Like she threw something at him, and after they shut the door and locked it. And after Leo starts going crazy in there. And then Dad called the police. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Dad called the police. And after that, the police came down there. They saw this nasty storage room. And they hauled Leo out of there. Like he called backup and then the police hauled Leo out of there. And after Leo had to stay at the police station until he calmed down. And then after that, they showed Leo to the prisoners. And the prisoners say, "Hey man, we got up in here for a first-degree murder. You don't want to be up in here with us, nigga." That scared Leo. And after Leo got brought back home, after that, Dad said, "All right, Leo, I want you to get your church clothes ready." So anyhow, while we getting our church clothes ready, I smelled dinner in the kitchen. Man, it was smelling good, bro. I mean, who cannot beat the dinner? It was smelling boss, boy. And it was a Sunday too. So anyhow, while the dinner is cooking, man, we getting our clothes ready and everything. And Mom called us all in the kitchen to eat. Yes, indeed, it was an interesting dinner. Yum! We had pork chops smothered in gravy. Man, this is gonna be so good, bro. Crispy pork chops smothered in gravy. Yum. We ate that up, bro. We ate all that up. Well, meanwhile, while we eating, I took my knife and I cut it. And Dad said, "Wait, y'all. Let Leo say grace." And Leo said, "Again? Ain't it Roy's turn?" And Dad said, "I want you to say grace. You're gonna do exactly what I tell you to do. Because you're gonna piss me off after what I saw today in the storage room. After what you done." And after that, Mom said, "What you done?" And after that, Marshall said, "Yeah, what you do?" And after that, they wanted to know what happened. And so Dad told him. And then they start laughing, and Leo said, "Stop, Mr. Coachman." And then Dad said, "You want to fuck this dinner up? Huh? Why? Why on a Sunday?" No, why on a Saturday? It's fried pork chops and gravy tonight, and you gonna sit there and start shit. After that, I didn't say anything. And Dad sat there. Leo didn't say anything either. And Dad said, "Don't you be fucking my day, yo." Got it? And after that, Leo said, then again, Leo said prayer. Dad said fake ass, first ass prayer. Dad led us off with prayer. It was better than that. It was kind of worse. I ain't gonna lie. You can't. God only takes what's from your heart. He knows that you can't. If He knows that you can't pray, you can't pray. God only goes by your heart, not what you say. But yeah, sometimes they do count what you say. If you want to know what you want. So I chowed, man. I got my steak knife and my fork. Boy, it was so good. I stick my fork inside my meat and I cut it. Man, I ate it. Man, I tried chewing. It was chewy. It wasn't really chewy, it was tendery chewy. Man, it was so good. Man. And after that, we all thanked Mom at the dinner. Man, it was so damn good. Ooh. And so, on with the story, I got on my bed and went to sleep. The next day, I woke up. It was a beautiful morning. I was ready for church, so I went into the bathroom and I scrubbed my teeth sparkly clean. And I took a shower. I bathed myself with that nice old men's soap. And I put that shampoo in my hair. I was smelling like a pro. So I went out the bathroom with my towel and I went into my room and shut the door. I put on my church clothes. Next thing I know, I saw Dad knocking on my door. I heard Dad knocking on my door, so I went out, and Dad said, "Y'all ready? You dressed?" And after that, I said, "Yeah." And then Dad said, "Woo, Donnie, you gon' catch a girl today. I swear, wear that shit to school." And I said, "Yeah." And Dad said, "I wonder how Leo doing." So he checked on Roy first. And after that, he checked on Roy, see what he doing. And Roy said, "Yep, Roy always prepared. Roy is always prepared for any single little bitty thing. He's prepared." He said, "Alright, I'm ready." He always out to get you. You know what I'm saying? So Roy said, "Yep, I'm ready." And Dad said, "Alright, Roy, I'm gonna give you the keys. Here you go. Get that car started up. You're gonna drive to church." So I said, Roy said, "Alright then." So next thing you know, Dad dashed to Leo's room and opened it. And then Leo was still in the bed sleeping. Dad said, "Get your ass up out that bed. You gonna be late because of you. Y'all got Sunday school today." And after that, Leo said, "Okay, I'm sorry, I got late." And Dad said, "You don't have to apologize. You should have known." And so Leo was mad. Man, he was not happy. He was not happy at all. And then Dad said, "Come on, let's go, Leo." He was rushing Leo. And Leo had ripped his church clothes. I heard Dad scream so loud, "God damn it, Leo!" He ran and hit Leo so hard. He was losing his mind. And then, man, he was going too crazy, bro. And Mom came in there and said, "Hurry up, Leo. I gotta get back in there and cook this big ass turkey for tonight. Because we have a turkey on this Sunday." And after that, Mom normally cooks the best turkey. Lemon flavored turkey. And Mom normally takes the fat from the steaks and cooks it with the turkey. Mom makes the steaks healthy. We pig out when the turkey comes. So when we get in the car, Dad didn't have to say nothing to Roy. He said, "Off we go, Roy." And then after that, he expect Roy to do it all. Roy was driving through woods and on highways and everything, bro. Everything. He was driving. And this is the footage of him driving. So, he was driving so safe and good. He was just driving the best as he can do. Man, it was the best, bro. It was the best. And then Dad said, "That's my nigga. That's my nigga. Yeah, you know how to drive, nigga." And after that, Roy said, "Yep, I know how to drive. I've been to driving school." Man, Roy was driving fast. His dad said, "When your next birthday comes, you're gonna get this car permanently." And Roy laughed. Cause normally Roy's birthday is normally in November. Like November the 6th. So basically that's when his birthday comes. So Dad was mad at Leo. And Leo was like looking stupid in the back. Said, "Why am I not driving yet?" That's what he's basically saying inside his head. Because basically Leo is he's basically 16 and Roy's 15. And basically Leo he was bad. So a 15-year-old driver. And actually Leo was 17 and what's his name? Roy was 16. Anyhow, on with the story. Roy was driving. Man, he drove through woods and everything, bro. And then Dad said, "Alright, y'all ready for church?" And so, we can't wait for church. And so, Leo was like really mad. And Dad sat there and said, "Leo, you better get that look off your face while I reach back there and pop you. Don't make me climb back there and slap the shit out of you. You are not like this, Leo." And Leo said, "Okay." And he was really upset. He was really upset. Because Dad, basically, Leo said Dad ruined his life. Leo claims that Dad ruined his life. Everything Leo loved, Dad has taken from him. Like, the notes he would write to his girlfriend. And he had a whole notebook full of the notes. And Dad had ripped them out of his notebook. And he did. He had ripped them out of his notebook and left him with a blank notebook. With nothing in it. Just with the spiral and the front cover and the second cover. And Leo have not done that. He wrote recipes down, all that. Dad took it as a threat. Ripped it all up and threw it away. Well, he took it and hid it in his room. So he can read it and take it for himself. And anything that he don't find as a threat, he'll get to the psychiatrist. And you know how white people are. White people are so insecure. You know how they feel when they see a black person's handwriting? They'll take that as a threat. So anyhow, on with the story. When we get to the church. So when we get into the church, Dad said, "Okay, y'all, your Sunday school teacher, Miss Amanda, is here." And after that, Miss Amanda is basically a Sunday school teacher that we have, and she's Italian. And so, she's from Italy. So she might not understand us. So basically, she saw Leo, and after that she said, "How you doing, Leo?" And after that, Leo said, "Good." And then she said, "You better chill up, bruh. We got Sunday school today." And so Dad went into the main room of the church and sat down in the pew while me, Roy, and Marshall, and Leo is in the Sunday school. And Leo's a little too old for Sunday school, but Dad don't care. He'll let him go to Sunday school anyway. He'll make him go to Sunday school so he could get Jesus. So anyhow, the Sunday school was going on, and man, the Sunday schools, like, I was answering every question from the Bible. Like, they said how many. First, she read the part about the 30 pieces of silver, because she had a replica of the 30 pieces of silver. 30 pieces, like 30 replicas of the 30 pieces of silver. Basically, it was a shekel coin. 30 shekels, that's what she had. It was a replica of the shekels. Basically, yeah. Miss Amanda has told Leo to stop drawing for 15 times now. And now she said she's going to tell his dad. Leo said, "Stop, Mr. Ghostman." And she said, "You telling me to stop? No, you the one that's drawing in our class. We're supposed to be learning about God, not whatever you're drawing." Leo said, "But the niggas keep on messing me." And then the woman said, "Don't you lie to me. Them kids are not messing with you. And don't you say the N-word in my church." And it was an argument, bro. It was an argument. And Leo said, "I'm tired of this freaking house. Every day." And she said, "Excuse me? This isn't the house, for number one. And number two, don't you raise your voice at me. Go. Get out of my Sunday school." And after that, Leo said, "Fine, I'll leave you. I'll stay in the parking lot." And he said, "No, you ought to stay there with your dad. You know, in fact, you just stay right there." And he said, "No, I'm gonna go. Fine, I don't want to stay with you, fat autistic bitch." And she said, "Excuse me? I know you didn't just call me autistic for number one. I'll beat your ass." Oh, man. And she just got mad. And her husband was sitting in the corner. And he's American. And basically, he's African American. And basically, he's like, you know, the ghetto person. He was in the bathroom. He came out. And next thing you know, they both double team Leo. Ah! They double team Leo. And I jumped into it too. I said, well, shut up, Leo. God, you annoying. And after that, Leo said, "I'm tired of my life." And then he was hitting himself. And after that, that man say, "Hey, nigga, you better stop hitting yourself. Man. Your daddy gonna be coming." He said, "I'm tired of my life." And he said, "Who's your daddy?" And after that, he said, "Y'all go get your daddy. He's hitting himself now." And so I went to go get my daddy. Woo! She's going crazy. And this black girl in the it was just a black girl. Like, it was a kid, black girl, 13-year-old girl. And her homie was saying like basically it was these ghetto girls in the classroom, and these group of ghetto girls in the classroom. And they argued with Leo, and Leo got up and lunged at him. He said, "I'm tired of you!" And he got up and want to fight too, man. Everybody was arguing in there. Everybody was arguing in the Sunday school classroom. Man, they was all arguing with Leo. And then the man said, "You know what, you know what he is? He's just a pervert. That's all he is. All you do is spank his monkey on the toilet." And that's what the African American man said. They call him Chuck Davis. And after that, Chuck Davis did this. He said, "Yeah, that's what you is. You a fake bitch, a whole ass bitch." And he said, "You cussing in the church. God gonna get y'all. Swear to God." And after that, and Chuck said, "You know what? You see that God? Do you see that? He said he swear to God to you. He swear to you, God. Do you see that?" And then Leo said, "I swear to y'all." And after he said, "You see that? That's sus. That's sus right there." And then next thing you know, Dad crashed the party early. He said, "Leo!" He started beating the man, and he dragged him out of there. Ooh, he whooped his ass in the parking lot. Dad whooped his ass in the parking lot. Oh man, it was terrible. Fight him out in the parking lot. And that boy had a bloody stud. He couldn't go into church too. So the pastor came outside and heard some fighting. And his name was Pastor Johnson. And then Pastor Johnson said, hey, actually his name is Pastor Will. Pastor Will said, hey, we come in peace, guys. We come in peace. What's all the ruckus around here? You just disturbed our service. And then Dad said, this nigga said he want to show his ass in Sunday school. And now he just got kicked out now. Now what am I supposed to do? Bring his loud ass into church? And they said, you just disturbed our service, guys. Can you please quiet it down? Because y'all, we can hear y'all so loud, like 100% out in the parking lot. Let me pray for you. Please, great lords, please bring love and kindness to these two young men and turn them into the men that you want them to be, soldiers. And let the Lord say, amen. And then Dad say, amen. And then the pastor walked back in the church after everybody said amen. And Dad grabbed Leo by his shirt and ripped the part. And then he took him into the car and started whipping his motherfucking ass. And then somebody else came and church service has ended. And I came outside the church. And after that I say, Dad, you ready? And Dad said, what you doing out here, Donnie? Go back into the church. And then Roy said, no, the church has ended. For some reason. Because actually it's already time for us to go. And after that, Dad said, okay. Had to miss church because of this fat ass. We'll make it next time. And this time, he gonna be on extra dose of meds. And so, the Sunday school teacher came outside and followed us to Dad. And Dad, she talked to Dad for a good ass hour. An hour after the service. The church service ended. And then all the cars was gone and stuff. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon once she got done. And Leo started crying in her car. And then I told Leo, bruh, can you shut up? God, you annoying. And after that, Roy says, exactly. Boy gotta ruin our Sunday school because he wanna draw. And Dad wanted to know what a drawing is, so he asked Sunday school teacher. She brought his notebook to him. She took the notebook from him and gave it to Dad. So basically, Dad had gotten in the car and said, "See you later. I might come back with some chitlins." And she said, "All right, I can't wait to try them." And after that, Chuck came up and told Dad. He said, "Yeah, his son was acting a fool. I was about to fight his ass." But it's alright. Don't worry, because look, I'm in one of them East St. Louis gangs too, but I'm a Christian, so I don't do that type of shit. I'm one of them Christian gangsters. I don't shoot people. I shoot people for a reason. And after that, Dad said, I used to be in the gang, but I gave up on that shit. They let me off of that one. They actually didn't let me off. I'm an ally to a gang. I used to be in a gang, but I'm an ally now. I moved up to being an ally. And then they're gonna bring me some money soon. But bruh, here's my number. Give your girl my number, and I got your number. We can have a fried seafood eat out tonight. We can do that tonight, and you can Sunday school them again. Alright? You could do Sunday school all over again tomorrow. Understand? So thank you. Tell the pastor I apologize, and I'll be doing better next time. And my son is on the autism spectrum. So when we get back home, man, I smelled turkey and everything. And then I went in my room and got undressed and got back into my regular clothes, and everybody else did, and it was dinner time. And Mom said, "Isn't this lovely? All of us gathered for a wonderful meal. I think this is my favorite part of a Sunday." And after that, I said, "Ooh, turkey." And after that, Mom said, "Honey, would you like the car?" Dad carved the turkey, man. He cut it on the table. Man, juice was running out of juice. The juice was running out of the meat. Man, I thought it's gonna be so good. It smells so good. I wanted to reach my hand on the turkey, but I don't want to do that. Man, all of us got a slice, and we got some. Oh man, Mom made stuffing, and we had a Thanksgiving dinner on a Sunday, bro. It seems like a Thanksgiving dinner, but man, that was gonna be so good, tasty and juicy. The turkey was the bomb, bro. The bomb. I mean, come on, bro. What can you miss out? So we ate it, bro. I ate my plate. Leo had 3 plates already. And after that, man, the turkey was so flavory, lemon. And after that, Mom said, I hope y'all enjoy that turkey. Cause y'all gonna remember these days. Yeah, and Dad said, yeah, y'all done forgot about grace. Y'all done forgot how to say grace now. You had Roy said this. Roy kicked us off with a good ass prayer before we did. Man, good ass memories. Alright. On with the story. I got in my bed and went to sleep. The next day, when I go to school. So I was getting out of bed and I was getting ready to go to school. I went into the bathroom and I brushed my hair, scrubbed my teeth, and washed my face. And everything was perfection. So I went into the kitchen to get some cereal until I saw Leo walking out the kitchen with some orange rubber gloves. He was glancing at me with a very mean face, almost a frown he had on his face while walking. And I thought he was gonna hit me at first, but if he did, then Dad's gonna handle him when he get home. He shoved into me while saying move, and I told him move. And then I walked into the kitchen to get some milk, and I poured it in a bowl, and I poured my nice honeycomb cereal into the bowl, and I munched on it. And then, guess what? Leo slammed his room door, and Mama said, "Quit that slamming! Who's that slamming doors? I don't want nobody slamming doors at my house." Leo said, "Shut up! I'm tired of this house, bro. I'm tired of this family. I wish to get away from here." And Mama came storming through the house, and she banged on his door and said, "Let me in! Let me in!" And after that, he said, and she said, "You better let me in now. I'm gonna give you the kind of thing." Leo got so pumped. He got so mad. He literally threw one of his lifting weights at the door. And Mom got mad and she was screaming because he's no match for Mom, because she lifts weights more longer than him. Oh my God, it would be a perfect match. I don't understand why would it be a perfect match if it is a perfect match. You know what I mean? So, on with the day. My bus showed up. I got on my bus and I went to school. When I got off my bus, I was happy. And I saw my friend Joseph just walking to class. I met up with him and I said, "Yo bro, you wanna go to breakfast?" And he said, "Yeah." So me and him went to breakfast. I got a bacon cheese breakfast sandwich, and he got the egg and cheese breakfast sandwich. Me and him sat at the table together, and we was talking and stuff, and I told him about Leo this morning. It was the best time ever. This dude called him insecure. Man, that was so funny. On with my day. And when I got into class, I saw my best friend Lucy. She was looking at me. Always looking at me too. And then she came up close to me. And she gave me a note. She said, "Meet me after school." Oh my God. I was literally blushing at the point. So after that, then on with the day after school. Then I saw Lucy. Lucy came up to me
and she said, "Hey, I was expecting you." And then I said, "Yeah, sure. What is it you wanted, my little friend?" And she said, "Did you call me little friend? Thank you." And then she stared at me for a little while, and I stared at her. She was so beautiful, and she thought I was so handsome. She called me handsome. She put her hands on my cheek. Then she kissed me. And I said, wow, that was the best moment of my life. And then, once she kissed me, and then I froze for a second. And she gave me an envelope with pictures of her inside. And she said, "Remember me, because the school year is almost ending, buddy." And then she walked off and said, "See you later, big guy." So I got on my bus and went on home. Well, the bus ride was awesome, but when I got home, as soon as when I walked in, Dad was sitting on a couch. And then I said, "Hello, Dad." And then Dad said, "Hello, son. We're having ham hocks for dinner." And then after that, I said, "Yeah, those are good. I love ham hocks. Ham hocks are so delicious." And then Dad said, "Yes, indeed, son. Yes, indeed. I hope you eat them all, because I don't know if your big brother will eat them." So Leo came into the living room and sat down. And then Dad stared at him with a mean face, looking at him like, "What are you looking at?" And like, "I don't know why are you sitting there staring at me?" And Dad said, "What happened at school today?" And Leo said, "Well, them girls made me beat them up. I'm tired of them. They're throwing stuff at me." Daddy got up and grabbed him by his shirt and said, "Don't you put your hands on girls. You understand me? Do you understand me?" And after he said, "But they keep on messing with me. I'm tired of this family, bro. Every single time, nobody agrees with me." So Dad grabbed him and then put him through the wall and said, "I'm gonna ask you one last time. Why did you put your hands on them girls?" And after that he said, "Well, they keep on doing stuff at me." And Daddy said, "I don't believe you, because you make up so much lies." Let me guess, you was talking about sex, so they was throwing stuff at you, and then you got mad and you start beating them up, and then you got sent to the principal's office, and they had to get sent home to the emergency room. Because now they're in the emergency room, said Dad. Alright, so I went off to my room. First, I went to the kitchen to get something to eat. And it was very delicious, man. Oh my God, that smell. It was superb soup with ham hocks in it. And a cheesy taste with the pumpkin flavor. Oh my God, bro. It's just melting flavors all in your mouth. Oh yes. And Mom let me test the ham hocks, and it was very good. Oh my God, it was so good. And I went to my room and shut the door and took a good old nap. When I woke up, it was dinner time. Mom gathered us around the table, and we was having ham hocks and beans and cornbread with a little duck. Man, it was so delicious, and looks like Leo didn't enjoy it because he's picking at his food, and that's frustrating Dad. And Dad do not like when people don't eat their food. So Dad asked everyone a question. "How was your day, everyone? Was your day good?" And everybody said, "Yeah, every day will be good." And he said, "How about you, Leo?" And Leo said, "Okay." He said, "Nah, it ain't okay. Why don't you tell everyone what you have done at school today? They would like to know. We don't keep secrets around here, you know." So Leo said, "I had a good day." And so Dad said, "No, that is not what happened. You a little liar. You know what he did, everyone? This nigga was disrespecting females. No respect. fighting them, putting his hands on them, like he got no respect, trying to drug our family name in mud. And that's exactly what he did. He drug our family name in mud. And then trying to patch it up, say, oh, it's good now. It ain't good. I'm not saying you ruined his family, but you trying to. And you ain't gonna do that. Not in my house. I'm the dad. I make the rules. Now what you gonna do is sit down, shut up, and eat your food. He grabbed himself by his shirt, started punching himself at dinner time, and started talking to himself saying, I hate my life. Stop it, ghost man. And Dad got up from the table, so angry. So much anger is going through his head. And he went over there by Leo, grabbed him by his back of his shirt, and then dragged him straight up to his room and shut the door. The whole dinner time, I heard him crying and screaming. There goes the bumping again. Whoop! There goes the second hole. And so much was going on. And it makes me look bad. And I have a big brother that actually does this to me. But then again, I don't blame him, because when you're angry, when you're really, really angry, inside of your head, so much anger going through your head, it makes you do something that you've never done before. But you gotta control that. That's the problem. You don't know how to control that. And let's go on with the story. Yes indeed, yes indeed. I tried to go to sleep. I twisted and tossed and turned all night. And Leo just can't have enough of that scream. That scream, you know what it's like dealing with a big brother who screams and rings your ears clean out of the socket. Oh my gosh, you can hear him 2 balls away. You just feel like to get up and throw a alarm clock at the door. This dude is beyond psycho. This dude is beyond psycho. Nobody likes people who are psycho. Oh my god. Bro, it's the worst you gotta deal with. But it's crazy the way I have to deal with this boy every single day of the week. But I know tomorrow that he will just start with me. Well, it was 12:59 and it's about to go on home. I was terrified of what's going on next door. That room is adjacent to me, and it's crazy the way that I have to deal with it. 1 a.m. Eventually, my body went to sleep. The next day, I got out of my bed and I went into the bathroom to scrub my teeth sparkly clean. And then I went back into my room and I played the game with my friend Joseph. Man, Joseph was pretty cool, bro. He was a good friend. And me and him played The Last of Us. He has a brother, big brother named Isaiah. He loves his brother. And so on the story, Joseph was talking about Isaiah, how he runs away from home and causes family domestic violence, and he was against him now. That he did not like Isaiah because he runs away. But anyhow, on with the story. I was chilling out, and then I heard my bus outside. So Dad said, "Get outside, Donnie. You gonna be late for school." After that, I said, "Okay, Dad." And after that, I went outside, got my nice jacket on, hoodie, and turned my game off and went outside. And then when I get on the bus, I sat down. Man, I sat in the back, the way back, because it's more bumpier in the back. The bus driver said, "How you doing today?" And I said, "I'm doing good." And so
The bus driver picked up a few other students and then drove into this hood, and he crossed train tracks and all that other stuff. And then he stopped in front of this house, this hood house. And after that, everybody looking out the window. And after that, Devontae came, and this one girl said, "Oh man, here we go again." And Lily, who is a black girl, said, "Man, swear to God, if you say something to me, I'm gonna smack the hell out of him." And after that, Devontae got on the bus, and after that, the bus driver said, "How was your suspension?" Because Devontae been suspended for like a year. He been expelled. Now he just coming back. So Devontae is basically older than me. Devontae say, "Hey, what's up, brother?" He came up sitting back with me, and after he said, "Hey, what's up, Donnie?" And after that, I say, "What's up, homie?" And after that, he said, "Yo, how's your asshole brother doing?" And I said, "He doing bad, bro. He sit up there acting up in church." And then after that boy said, "Well, I slept, man, I smacked off wind into that nigga, bro. Acting all that shit, bro." And I said, "Exactly, bro. He don't know how to stop talking to himself, bro. Getting mad at me, bro. He get mad. He tried to hit the Sunday school teacher." And after that, he said, "Man, I'll smack earth, wind, and fire to him, bro. I light that nigga's wee on fire, nigga." He's like, straight up. And after that, I said, "You gay, dude. You gay." And after that, man, it was wonderful. You like talking shit about Leo. And he did that all the way to the time the bus stops at school. And after the bus driver overheard everything. And next thing you know, when I got off the bus driver said nothing to me. But he stopped Devontae and said, "Hey, come here, sir. I gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Them type of words on a bus." And he said, "Man, I don't give a fuck, bro. Damn." And he said, "Alright, you're gonna be expelled again. You won't last long." He said, "Alright then. Keep talking, nigga." And so, I went into school. So when we get into the school, man, I went to go downstairs to the cafeteria to get something to eat. I sat at the table with me, Devontae, met up with Joseph, and we all talking about Leo. Man, it was so funny, bro. They was roasting Leo, saying, "Man, you stupid for having a big brother like that, bro. He's insecure, bro. Man, that nigga can get shot. Man, I wish that nigga would come up on me like that, nigga. Me and him would be squabbling." And Devontae was roasting him. Man, Devontae really got mad with Leo. He was talking about Leo, saying, "Man, one of these days, I swear to God, I'll go to that nigga. Watch one of these days, I'll go over to your house, man. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him." And I said, "Okay, bro, be careful." He said, "Boy, what you mean be careful, boy? I put that Glock 19 up in his head, boy." And I said, "Okay, you'll grab it, hurt you." And then Devontae punched me and said, "Man, shut up, Donnie. Boy, he's full of negative." And so me and my friends ate breakfast. And so we walked down the hallway and we saw that girl again. Ooh. And then after that we went to class and we sit down and we learned something new today. So meanwhile, while we in class, here comes Lucy. Man, I can't believe I saw Lucy. She was happy and she wanted to talk to me. And after that, she talked to me and Devontae and Joseph after class. And then we went on to our PE. I went to PE. Yeah, it was on. I played basketball with her and everything. Man, it was fun. basketball, and then we played soccer. And then after that, the PE teacher said, "Okay, everybody, we're about to do a pacer test." Because this is before PE started, so we made it there early. The PE teacher said, "Okay, guys, after this, we're gonna let y'all have free time, and we're gonna do a pacer test." I beat the whole pacer test. I passed the whole pacer test. What's his name? Devontae, me and Devontae scored. Devontae scored 100. We're supposed to hit 120 beeps. Actually, everybody was clapping for me to get to 200, and I made it to 200. And Devontae made it to 150, and Joseph made it to 100, and the rest they all made it random. But Lucy was clapping for me, and she said, "Yeah, you can do this, Johnny." And so I was running like Sonic, cause all I did is pretend I was Sonic to beat everybody in the pacer test. And once I get done with pacer test, I sat down, and everybody came up to me, and Devontae said, "All right, Donnie, good job, homie. Yeah, you did it." And what's her name? Lucy shaked everybody else's hand. You did good, Devontae. And I introduced Devontae to Lucy, and I introduced what's her name? Joseph to Lucy. And Lucy said, "How you doing, guys?" And Joseph tried to flirt, but I told Joseph, "You got eyes on the ball, bro. Eyes on the ball." And so I went to class, and Joseph went with me too. We went to health class. Joseph couldn't stop fucking laughing. And then after that, next thing you know, Devontae got put out of class for hitting Devontae got put out of class for hitting Joseph in the back of his neck, punching him in the back of his neck. And then Joseph said, "What are you doing, man?" And then Devontae said, "Yo, man, quit that laughing, dude. You know better than that shit. The shit is not funny. It's corny as hell. You know how these fucking white people are." Man, it was crazy. I tried to laugh, but I can't. Cause Devontae gonna hit me too. And so, on with the day. Lunchtime came. Oh yes, lunchtime. It was a beautiful time of the day. I went to get my tray, and guess what? Devontae saw this little kid, autistic kid. He took his lunch tray. He said, "I'm gonna take your fucking food." So he took that boy's lunch tray, and nobody cared. So the autistic person goes to the teachers. The teachers try to find out the person who took his tray. And guess what? Devontae poured all the food on from the autistic person's. His name was Adam. Adam White. Adam White was pissed off, bro. Adam said, "What you doing?" And he said, "Bro, why you screaming at me, bro? Fuck you, bitch." And after that, Adam slapped Devontae's tray across the thing, because he came up to our table and slapped his tray in his face. Devontae got up so quick, and he started beating up Adam, bro. He beat the fuck out of Adam. He fucked Adam up, bro. He slammed him against the wall, bust his head on there. Ooh, he fucked that boy up. He fucked that boy up, bro. And he got suspended. He got expelled again. He said, "You can't come back to school. You're banned." And so, back to what I was saying. I went home. And then Dad said, "How was your day today, son?" And after that, I said, "It was wonderful. It was wonderful." And then, man, it was wonderful. And after that, I can't wait for dinner. So Dad said, "Yeah, it's getting kind of late. Y'all ready to get ready for dinner?" Came home kind of late, Donna. And so I went into the kitchen to sit down and eat. So it was dinner time. It was time to eat for everyone. And then Mom sat up there and served us meatloaf. Man, that meatloaf was huge and it was delicious. So we got a big roast side slice on our plate. Because it was the size of a pot roast. Not a pot roast, a pork roast. That's what the size of the meatloaf was. Mom made it perfectly. Jelly in it. Man. And so Mom made it perfectly. And I tried it. Man, it was so fucking good. It was so good. Man. My dad said, alright, before y'all eat, y'all gotta say y'all grace. And then we chow down. Why don't you kick us off with a prayer, Leo? Considering that you was having trouble today, why don't you pray to God and ask Him for forgiveness? Because you know God don't forgive you putting your hands on the world. And then Leo pray to God. And Dad said, I said say grace. And Leo said, okay. God is good, God is great. Let us thank you for our food. Jesus' name we pray. And Dad grabbed by his neck. And he said, fuck up my dinner. Like, what's dinner? Do what I tell you to do. Here, read this verse. Leo read the verse. His dad said, you better go on the Bible next time. Don't you take my verse. I already wrote my verse now. You go in the Bible next time. There's about 1 million verses in the Bible. 1 million, trillions of verses in the Bible. You can read straight from the Bible. That's what I need to do. Get you a Bible instead of a fucking Last of Us game. You understand the consequences? And Leo said no. And then Dad said, yeah, you do. You just want me to hit you. And I will hit you. I promise you, I will owe it to you before this week is over. And so Mom said, I wonder where the dog's at. And Dad said, I wonder too. I wonder too. Yeah. I wonder how Leo ever put his hands on the dog. Oh shit. And Leo said no, and Dad said, you have! You did it. You put your hands on them dogs. The neighbors told me they saw you punching them in the backyard. Punching them in their head. Trying to give them a black eye. Now they ain't coming back. But you wonder, are you autistic? Are you crazy? Are you slow? Hell yeah, you slow. And so Leo said, but I didn't do nothing. And Dad said, you are. You are doing something, Leo. You are. And it's alright, I'll get you some help. I'll get you the best help you can get. Because you are no help to this family besides destruction. You like to put everybody in their feelings. Cussing out the Sunday school teacher. Like you grown. You ain't grown. You nothing but a fucking kid. Man, Dad was history, man. He was pissed off. He was cussing out Leo at dinner time. And then Leo decided he wanted to he was just pissed off, basically. So anyhow, on with the story. Leo went back to his room and shut the door, and he started yelling, screaming on top of his lungs, punching the wall and stuff. And he started hitting himself across his face, basically screaming on top of his lungs, screaming. He basically yelling at his friends on his PS5. No, not PS5. I meant PS4. And basically, he was screaming on top of his lungs. That 20 God! I beat your kids up! I have right to your kids to me! You just griefed my world! Because they griefed his world. And then Dad came dashing. Dad came storming into Leo's room. He opened Leo's door and stormed in there. And he went and grabbed Leo and said, that's it, you done. You done with the PS4. So he took the PS4 from him. And after that, he took it into his room. Dad unplugged his PS4 and all that other stuff and took it into his room. And Leo started getting mad and I swear to God! And after that, Dad went back into Leo's room And the next thing I know, I saw Dad hitting him with his bare fist. And Dad was hitting Leo. And after that, Dad said, "Don't you sit right there, don't you move." Leo was hitting himself, and Dad said, "Okay, so you want to hit yourself, huh? Man, he was hitting that boy. He was hitting that boy. And after that, he said, "Don't make me hit you again. You sit right there." And he called my name. He said, "Johnny, get in here." He said, "Yes." And I said, "Yes." And after Dad said, go get your phone. I want you to film this." And so I went and got my phone and I filmed it. I sat up there and turned the camera on. And Leo tried to grab the camera and Dad said, "Sit down!" He grabbed Leo by his neck and said, "Sit down!" Every time Leo get up, Dad push him back onto the bed. He said, "Don't you make me do something you get locked up for. So sit down!" So Leo decided he didn't want to sit down. He wanted to get out of the house. And Dad pushed him back on the bed. And then Leo tried to climb out the window. And Dad sat up there and grabbed him by his neck. So he grabbed him so quick. Man, he said, "No, you won't." And he shut the window. And he said he had Roy block the window. And then Leo started punching himself so hard, bro. And then Leo boom, boom, boom onto the wall. And he grabbed a cord and tried to kill himself by choking himself. And Dad said, "You won't get that far. You won't get that far." He ain't getting far with choking himself. And then Dad went to the kitchen. Then Leo ran out the house. Like he ran to the kitchen. Tried to get out the back door. And then Dad choked him. Like he pushed him on the ground and hold choke on him. And he said, "I'm not choke on you. Now shut your mouth." And after that, Dad kept doing this. I'm about to blow this from Last of Us. You know how bloated does? When he grabs you and after that he pulls you apart. That's how he sound that's how Dad sound when he grabbed Leo. He was holding him and he squeezed him harder and harder. Dad said, "You tense." Dad said, "You tense. Your muscle tense up." Dad said this: "The more your muscle tense up, more of my muscles tense up. So both of my muscles tensing up. And you cannot outrun me. You cannot outbeat me. We can fight tonight." And Leo hit Dad, and there the fight was. Dad had got a knife and cut Leo across his face and pushed him against the sink. And after that, he started punching him. And then Dad grabbed him by his neck. And after that, man, he was going crazy, bro. And after that, Dad pushed him. Leo pushed Dad against the chair. And after that, he ran into the living room and tried to get out the door. Man, it was crazy. He ran outside the door. And then he said, "Help somebody!" He screamed, "Help somebody!" But before he got out the door, we was blocking it. And then Dad was running to Leo so quick, and Leo barged the door down, destroyed the front door completely. He went through the glass front door. His fat ass crashed the door down. And we had to fix it sooner or later. But anyhow, Dad was chasing Leo outside, and then Dad said, "Come here, son, come here." And it was dark. It was dark outside, and Dad said, "I'm the boogeyman. I'm gonna get you, son." He said, "I'm gonna get you." He kept hitting Leo across his face. Like, bah, 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 bah. Fist landed on his head. Leo fall to the ground. Dad chokehold him. And he had us call the police. Dad said, you know what? That's a good idea, son. Call the police. How about we call the police on you instead? So Dad called the police and told him, so I want that ambulance here right now. Right now. So the ambulance came here, and then the police showed up, and then the police said, hey, kid, you alright? But before then, the neighbor came, Mr. Morrison. Mr. Morrison is a black guy, and he's basically from we call it Kenya. He's from Kenya, and he said, "It's okay, Leo. You're not dead yet. It's gonna be okay, buddy." And then that voice said, "It's gonna be okay, Leo. It's gonna be okay. And then the voice says, "It's okay, Leo. It's okay, buddy. It's okay." And then Roy pinched them legs. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, Roy. I'm gonna kill you. Man, that was crazy. Then when the police get there, they asked us a question. They said, do you abuse your brother? Do you abuse your son? We say no. Dad say no. And they said, who's the mother of this family? Does she know about this? And after that, Dad said, yeah, she's in a room asleep. And then the police went and talked with Mom. And guess what? They took Leo's pants off to search it. Leo said, yeah, my pants are down. They said, sir, we gotta check your pants and see if you got any weapons. And the police went and grabbed Leo. And then Dad said, here's a broken chair. Because Dad had, he didn't say that. But Dad grabbed a broken chair. That the one that be pinching. And then Dad helped pull Leo's pants down. And this boy was buck naked in his underwear. I had to search his underwear too. So he had to do this, pull his underwear off. This boy was butt ass naked on the chair. Butt ass naked. Wee showing and everything. Dick showing and everything. That boy had a long ass penis. The police is looking at him and they start laughing. And I start laughing and the police says, don't laugh y'all, because you're going to make them mad. And they put him in handcuffs, and after that they sat him on a chair. And after that, and I got all the footage, bro. Damn, it was crazy, bro. Man, he was butt ass naked in that chair. And after that, we started laughing and stuff and say, ee. Me and Roy started laughing, and Marshall started hitting him. And then Marshall was the baby, so she actually ran up to Leo and hit him in his dick, and Leo started shaking the chair. He snapped the chair, and the police picked him up and said, come on, you're going to the police car. And then he said, actually the dad said, no, I don't want my son nowhere. I don't want my son nowhere else besides, like Dad said this. He said, I don't want my son anywhere else besides the hospital or under medical care. And so Dad said, the police said, okay, put him in the ambulance. And they threw him in the ambulance and they shut the door. And then Dad came up to the ambulance and said, relieve me, son. Dad did this. He said, I want to talk to him for a minute. And that it is. Dad came up to him and said, remember, you will be... No. I try to remember Dad. Okay, yeah. Dad said this. Remember, I will whoop your ass if you ever touch my child. Ever again. You will be coming back home with me. And after that, Dad said, that's all. And then the ambulance people shut the door. And they drove off. Man. So now Leo's gone. And now. So later that night, I was in the living room. And long after Leo's gone, Leo got picked up. And Dad told Mom what happened. And Mom started laughing. And Dad said, here, post this on YouTube, y'all. So we combined all the videos together. and made a compilation of Leo. And then we made a video album of Leo and put it on YouTube on my channel. Man, it was terrible. Bro. It was like so many comments making fun of him. Fat full ass motherfucker. One comment. But anyhow, on the story. Me and Roy and Marshall, man, we was all playing. Oh man, me, Roy, and Marshall was all playing a game called newer Super Mario Bros. Wii, and we had to take turns with Dad. Man, me, Roy, and Marshall, and Mom, I all play new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Woo! We was beating levels and everything. And man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. One morning I woke up. I went into the kitchen. I smelled something cooking. Mom was cooking a big, gigantic bird in the oven. I asked Mom and she said, we are having lamb chops and we are having turkey. This big ass turkey is a big ass butterball here. And I said, yum, that was good. It smells good. Mom opened the oven and showed me the lamb chops. And she pinched me off a piece and gave me it. Oh, yeah. I already know dinner's getting ready to be good. With gravy for the lamb chops, man. She cooked the whole lamb up and the whole turkey up. Man, Mom said, okay, by helping me, you always ask me, what can you do in the kitchen to help me? So I want you to go clean up the dining room. Because we got a dining room. We got a door to a dining room in the kitchen. So I opened the door to the dining room and I cleaned up the dining room. Man, I was sweeping. Man, it was gonna be so good. I was sweeping, I set the tables, I didn't lit the candles yet, but I got the lighter by the candles. And I put the tablecloth on it, I changed the tablecloth. In the dining room, I vacuumed it. Man, everything was perfection. Mom said, good job. Alright, y'all. We got breakfast on the way. We got something coming from Panera. And after that, Mom, and I said, yum, I can't wait to try Panera. And after that, Mom said, okay, y'all can sit at the table, the dining room table, the regular table in the kitchen. And so I sat at the table, and everybody else came, and everybody else happens to be woke up. And after that, Dad said, hey Donnie, when you gonna get the Wii hooked up so we can play newer Super Mario Bros. Wii? It's a holiday today. And I said, well, today is a good day, so we can get it doing today. I said, and Dad said, alright then. Can't wait to play that. And don't you try to throw me off the damn course. And I said, okay. Man, I start eating good, man. But wait, when Panera people get here, I got macaroni and egg, sausage, bacon. Man, actually she got DoorDash, so she basically got the breakfast box from Jack in the Box. But I got sriracha burger instead. Man, when I put my teeth into that sriracha burger, it was so good. I mean, I put the fries on it and bacon. I ate it like a pro. But when I went into my room, I shut the door after that. Everybody was done. And so, man, I got my Wii game and I brought it into the living room. And then Dad said, that's my nigga. Leo all to himself and everything. And you in here getting ready to interact with your family. Leo, I'm gonna take that phone from him. So anyhow, Dad called Leo, said, Leo! And after that, Leo said, yes. And he came stumbling over stuff in the living room. Dad said, look at you. Alright. We playing the Wii. You gonna play with us? And then Leo said, no, I wanna just go back to the room. And Dad said, you sure you don't want to? Cause I might take that phone later. And Leo said, why? Because, and then Dad said, because you've been on it all fucking month. A month straight. You've been on it. You wake up to that phone. You go to sleep to that phone. You go to the bathroom with that phone. What are you doing on that phone anyway? And Leo said, well, like Leo wouldn't answer that question. And Dad said, you know, give me the phone, Leo. You gonna interact with us. So Leo got his phone took him. And Dad said, I'm not playing these games with you, Leo. You gonna get it after when you get done playing this. So Leo played Mario Wii. He wouldn't want to play, he just watched. And Dad said, alright. Keep on with your bullshit, I'll take you permanently. So Leo's mad. And Dad didn't want to fight on Thanksgiving. So anyhow, man, it was so good for dinner. Dad said, cheer up, Leo. We are having lamb chops tonight. We are having something good tonight. Lamb chops. We having lamb, turkey. We having all that good shit. We cured lamb and salt. Man. So anyhow, Dad said, alright, let's play Mario Wii. So we played Mario. Man, new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Not new Super Mario Bros. Wii, new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Because we finally imported to a disc, a blank video game. And then customized the controls. So now, we did it somehow. So anyhow, man, it was beating bosses and everything. And Dad said, man, I can't believe how technology is such advanced by now. You try to go rob the U.S. Mint, they gonna see you first thing. And then somebody knocked at the door. And somebody knocked at the door. You wonder who it is. And then Dad opened it and said, what's up, my homie Mikey? And after that, Mikey said, what's up, man? Mikey's basically a Japanese person. A Chinese Japanese person. I don't want to say Chinese, it's racist. But he's basically Japanese. He's from Japan. And he said, what's up, Christopher? They grew up together, basically. He grew up in the same hood as him. But he's from Japan. But he moved to Dad's hood when Dad was little. They're the same age. So Mike, you said, yeah, what's up, homie, man? And then they did handshakes and all that, fist bumps. And after they said, I'm here for the Thanksgiving Day, boss. And after that, Mikey brought his homie, his baby mama with him, actually. He brought his baby mama with him. And his kids. Actually, his baby mama, just his baby mama, because his baby mama's pregnant. He didn't have any kids. But on with the story, everybody was ready to eat because it was getting ready at that time. Mom said, all right, y'all, I gotta just get this stuffing ready and that's it. And it'll be another hour. And Mom's cooking the stuffing, yeah. So, ooh-wee, it'll be good. Dad was chatting, talking to his homie Mikey on the couch. He said, yeah, man, I like this time, boy. Yeah, homie, yeah, how you doing? Like that and all that other stuff. And then they played cards and stuff. And then mom called us into the kitchen to eat. When we get into the kitchen, oh my God, it was so amazing. The food was in the oven and was getting ready to be put on the table. So mom said, all right, y'all, y'all sit at the dining room table. I'm gonna serve y'all. And so Mikey sat at the table and dad went and helped mom. And then after that, they passed all the stuff around on the table. And then they said, y'all can help yourself now. Oh yeah, Leo's still mad. And I threw something at Leo's forehead accidentally. And then after that, Leo got so angry and upset. He said, ah! Why me? Why me, God? And dad got up from the table and went over there to Leo and said, shut your mouth, Leo. Actually, dad was sitting down and said, shut your mouth, Leo. And after that, mom said, this boy back at it again, gonna ruin the Thanksgiving. And soon enough, Leo kept talking to himself, pointing at himself, and he grabbed up from the table so quick. And he went over there with Leo, and he slapped Leo, and Leo pushed dad. And oh man, it was a fight. They fought all the way to the room. Leo ran to the room, and then dad ran in there and shut the door and locked it. And next thing you know, keep your mouth shut! Keep your mouth shut! Keep your mouth shut! He was banging on the wall and all that. Oh man, it was terrible. Meanwhile, while they were fighting, I was just wanting to enjoy my dinner. And then Mikey sat there laughing and stuff. He laughed out loud, and I laughed out loud. While Leo said, I said my mouth, I promise, I said my mouth, I promise, I promise, I said my mouth, I said my mouth, I promise, I promise, I promise. And dad said, shut your mouth! And he said, I promise, I promise, I promise, I am shut my mouth. I'll tell you what. And dad said, don't you talk back to me. And he beating up him in the room and stuff. Man, it was terrible. It was terrible, bro. And then, man, he was all, please God, please forgive me, God, forgive me, I swear to God, please forgive me, God, I just said it again. And then Leo was just, the dad said, shut your mouth! And he was banging against the wall and stuff. And he jumped Leo into the wall, man. Leo, man, he threw a lamp and he smashed the glass door for Leo's face. He got cut. He was laughing. And then took him. He was a fight in the room. Like, no, I kept peeking cracks in the room. And after that, oh man, Leo's head went through the teeth. Dad took a big fat back key and smashed it. And Leo was like, Johnny! And Dad said, it was not Donnie, it was you! You always show your ass! You mad cause you ain't got your phone back! It's that phone! And after that, Leo's head went through the wall. And after that, I tickled it. And Leo was just trying to grab me. And after that, he tried to bite me. And Dad said, don't you bite that boy! Don't you bite that boy! And after that, Dad slammed against the window and kicked him. And he kicked him 3 times on the window. Oh yeah, it was getting bad. Dad, Leo tried to grab the fan blade and hit Dad. And Dad pulled the fan down. Pulled it down on Leo's head. And he electrocuted. And the room was still clocks everywhere. Leo could see Dad said, look at the clock and time. Leo said, oh, Leo told me. And Dad said, look, dumbass! It's 7 o'clock at night. After when he said 7 o'clock at night, he smashed it in his face. Man, it was terrible. And he took the oil heater, and after that he oh man, he threw it at Leo's head and missed. And after that, it missed and hit. Oh man, it splashed all over Leo. He burnt him. Dad took a 2x4. Next thing you know, Leo saw the 2x4. Knock him out. And Dad pulled. Oh, he took the roach spray thing and roach spray everywhere. Those are roach spray bottles. He got all over his head. And Dad took the dresser and leaned Leo against the dresser. The kick on Leo and after that, it was terrible, bro. And then Dad took another dresser and smashed it on him. He said, "You just do it." And after that, Mom went to go check what's all that banging in there, and Dad said, "What's coming?" And he said, "Look at this nigga." And then Mom said, "Oh, wow. He tripping." Man, it was terrible. And so I was eating my dinner. I was just eating left and right, eating my juice. And after that, I was laughing and Leo woke up and said, "You keep on laughing at me." Because another keep your mouth shut. And here's an ass whooping too. So anyhow, man, I was eating good, left and right, lamb chops with gravy, the turkey with the gravy on it. Oh man, it was so good. I was too fat to eat the dessert. Mom said, "We having pumpkin pie for dessert, y'all." And we had lemon pie and lemon cake. We got some pies and cakes over here, cookies, and after that, y'all can have yourself a buffet. And after that, Mikey said, "Oh, I'm ready for that." In that order. And after that, man, he was balling on that shit, bro. Man. So good. But anyhow, so I went into the living room to eat my cookies. And I sat by the fireplace and Mikey told a story about his life. Him and his baby mama were both chilling. And that's how that night went on Thanksgiving Day. Okay, December 23rd. A nice day. Well, not really a nice day. Because it's snowing. And there's a blizzard. And Dad picked up some food from the Chinaman. And we got crab ragoon, crab, beef noodles, and rice and egg rolls with chicken and, man, all of that. So Dad continued driving while questioning Leo about the NES. So Leo decided to just chill and ignore him. We tried to ignore Dad. And Dad questioned Leo, "Did you destroy my NES?" And Leo said, "What is the NES?" "The thing you threw against the wall," your mama said.
Your mama's making me mad.
So what happened to the NES?
Screw that NES.
And Leo said, "What is the NES?" And Dad got very angry and ticked off and said, "You know what an NES is. Super Nintendo's Entertainment System. And I stored that game for about 12 years. So what happened to my game?" And he said, "I threw it against the wall." And Dad got so angry. I mean, way too angry. He wasn't pleased of what he had done. Next thing Dad knows, he was asking him so many questions, talking trash about him, talking about his fat, knowing he got a little muscle on him. And then while he was driving, he was looking at the stores, comparing the stores to him, how they don't want him as a customer and a worker there. And he just not having a good day. Dad pretty ticked off over about the Nintendo Entertainment System that just got destroyed by Leo. Leo's denying that he was done. dad saying that he has pretty much it's a bad night. And I couldn't sleep, but I was acting like I was asleep, but really I was awake. You know, I was just trying to hold my laughs and all the stuff he was saying about him. Wow, it's depressing. The way Dad was angry and stuff. All the stores are closing down, and there's a blizzard on the way. And Dad trying to beat the blizzard. He's on the corner of the blizzard. He's very close to getting into the blizzard. And we almost home, and the food is getting cold. And there's a lot going on. And while we pass up stores and everything, Dad's just ticked off everything. He even questioned Leo about, like, is he going to the psychiatric unit? Because Dad really wants him to go to the psychiatric unit. And so much is going on. We kept driving and driving and driving. It was snow and blizzard. We crossed railroad tracks. We did all that. We're driving into Foggy Woods Hill Town. I call that Foggy Woods Hill Town, but it really is not. And then we passed up McDonald's, and Dad was saying, "Here, pig, you want some McDonald's?" I passed it up, and then we kept driving. It was just not a pretty good ride. Leo was crying in the back seat like a little pussy, ain't knowing nothing. And he knows what he have done. He knew what he have done, and he's denying it. He's denying everything about himself. And Dad wasn't nice. But at least I get to have my own Christmas present, and I get to enjoy Christmas, me and my brother Roy. It is very funny that we gotta see a man fix up the house, fix up a Nintendo 64, and all the stuff he had destroyed on Christmas Day, while me, Mom, and Roy is just having a ball, going to the other room, opening presents and stuff after dinner. In a wonderful Christmas time. We are going to enjoy Christmas. I know we will. Christmas is just a good time. You know those good times? Then when you open chestnuts on Christmas Day. Oh my gosh. Chestnuts on Christmas. Roast them in fire. They are so good when you put them in salt. Man, you know what I mean? So much good things happening. And some people just miss out. You know. On with the story. So, when Dad was kept driving and driving and driving, he was still angry of what happened with Leo. And Leo wasn't very pleased with what he had done too. He's guilty. So, he's guilty. Oh man. I think I got this guy in trouble for some reason. But he was guilty. Something triggered him to make him want to do that. And something triggered to start the seed of the problem. I wonder what happened. But we're going to continue on with the story. So, Dad was driving and driving and driving and driving, and it was a blizzard on the way. And Dad questioned Leo. So many questions. He asked him, he even laughed. Dad even laughed at Leo, the way he looked. He didn't want to look at Leo. He wasn't very happy. So, when we got home, then Mom gathered us around the table. Dad sorted out all the stuff we get, like silverware, the drinks, and then Dad gave me the St. Paul sandwich, and then he got the rice and pour it on my plate, along with the delicious crab rangoon and crab and all that good stuff. And then I ate it. Man, I was just munching on my food. Yo, bro. Chinese food is so good. I was watering for it. So once I got done, I got myself some more. Some more, bro. Man, it was delicious. So I got myself some more. I put myself, stick my crab inside my crab rangoon, mixed it with my egg roll, and put a rice on it. Man, I put crab on my St. Paul sandwich. Man, I ate that too. I ate the whole thing, bro. And then Leo asked a question. And then Dad said, you keep your mouth shut, because you know I'm gonna get you right after this dinner time. Because you destroyed my NES. Don't forget about what you done. And then he said, okay, Dad. And then Leo asked Roy a question. He asked him and said, why are we watching TBD again on Christmas? Like, it was like this dude falling off this roof into this creek. And then he got so mad, Leo got very mad. And then he started commenting saying, why are you even watching this, y'all? This is dumb. And then Dad said, because it's for education, and this is stuff we're gonna watch for dinner, whether you like it or not. And Leo got mad. And then I turned the channel and everybody said, oh. And then I turned it to Bounce. And then guess what? Leo really got mad. He didn't like Bounce. He said, get them black people. And after like Dad grabbed his shirt, did another one. On Christmas, almost Christmas, Dad started banging on the wall. And this was another one in a while. He haven't done this in a while. So Dad started grabbing him by his shirt, disciplining him because he was disrespectful. And I sat by the fireplace and I got my sleeping bag, sat by the fireplace and snuggled by the fireplace, and there comes my German Shepherd. Man, it was a good time. I dreamed of that. And then the dog curled up by me. And then we got a new cat too. And his name was Mittens. Man, Mittens. Mittens. Man, Mittens was so cute. I should say Mittens. Maybe if I would have called him Mint for short. Yeah, Mint. Man, Mint was so cute and fluffy. I grabbed him. Cute. He's so cute. Man, I was snuggled by the fireplace. It was just like Snow Pete Ruins from Twilight Princess. Man, it was the best time. Oh boy, all the dreams that I had. I dreamed about a nice girl on the beach. And I was dancing. Oh my God, it was the best time of my life. Bro. And then, when I woke up the next day, I was asleep in bed. The reason why I was asleep in bed, you wondered, how did I get here? Because of me sleeping by the fireplace. Well, Dad told me to go to bed, and I went to bed. So, anyhow, I got up, and I wanted to stay in bed that day. And it was just so cold. And I turned on my fireplace. and it was just cold, and it was snowing outside and everything. Normally, I just get up and go to the kitchen. So I get up out of bed and I went to the kitchen. So when I got into the kitchen, and Dad was making breakfast with Mom, and they was working together, and then once they made breakfast, and when breakfast is finished, Mom gathered us around the table to eat. And Dad told Leo, "You gonna remember this one day, so you might as well make the best of it." And Leo told himself, like he was talking to himself, too busy talking to himself. And then Dad said, "You know what? You're gonna take your C cream on right now. Keep talking to yourself." And Leo started talking to himself some more, pointing at himself. And then Mom said, "This boy is crazy." Even Roy agreed too, and I agreed, and Marshall. And then I was just sitting at the table, just relaxing. Then Mom served the plates, and I sat down and ate my salmon patties and omelet. Man, they were so good. I wanted another salmon patty. Yes, indeed. I think I pronounced it right. Salmon patties. That's what it is. Salmon. But it was so good. And those days are great. Until I went back to my room. And I wonder what's in the envelope I haven't opened in months. When my girlfriend gave it to me. That girl gave it to me at school. So I haven't get a chance to open it. So I went and I opened the envelope, and then I saw pictures of her, and technically it was nice pictures. And then I put it down. The next thing I know, Mom knocked on my door and I opened it, and then she asked me a question. She asked me, "Do you need me to clean up your room?" And after that, I said no. And she looked and glanced at the letter that was on my bed, and she said, "Where's that letter come from?" And after that, I said, "No, that came from my friend 3 months ago when she kissed me at school." And she said, "Oh, you got a girlfriend, Donnie?" And after that, I said, "Yeah, I got a girlfriend." And she said, "Speaking of girlfriend, I don't know if she's your girlfriend anymore." And I said, "Why?" And I said, "Take a look for yourself." And she showed out this letter that was from her a few weeks ago. And I said, "Why you didn't give it to me, Mom?" And after that, she said, "Well, me and your daddy was looking at it, and I don't think she your girlfriend no more." So I looked into the letter, and these are the pictures I seen. How dare she do this to me? Lie to me and trick me and betray me. So she was so honest. She sent me these photos of somebody else, her and her new boyfriend. I felt so much energy coming up in me, and so much anger. I'm gonna fight Andrew, who is her boyfriend, and I'm gonna damage him and destroy him forever. Well, I'm really gonna fight him if he tries to hit me. But you know me, I wouldn't let nobody hit me. But I know rights is wrong. And now I got 2 people to deal with. I gotta deal with Andrew, and now I gotta deal with Leo. Oh my, what am I gonna do now? Just deal with him now? But we can't go to school because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus is a demon, a big demon, will take over human souls and kill them forever. And this coronavirus is a beast. Once you get it, you can't get rid of it. And it will kill you slowly, taking apart your body, going into your corpse and destroying the insides of your soul. No one loves the coronavirus. Corona will be defeated one day. But now I got online school. Oh no. But that's even more easier. But online school don't start until after January. Maybe it's January 2020. Yeah, 2020. No, January 17th. Yeah. Well, so the story continues. The night before Christmas, everyone went into the living room. Leo was sitting with Roy on the couch, speaking to him about life and conversations, and Dad and Mom was cracking jokes with each other. But me and Marshall was sitting down on the floor, eating our dinner, which is Popeye's chicken. Man, Popeye's chicken was the best. And we was munching on it too. Crunchy chicken with fries. Man, me and Marshall was eating that while watching The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And this movie is awesome, I gotta say. Make sure to check it out. But on with the story, I picked Marshall up and I went over to Roy and I said, "Yo, Roy, you wanna play Fortnite with me?" And he said, "Oh, sure." Right after when I get done talking to him. Leo has asked Roy a question, and I turned that question into an argument, and Leo got mad, and then Dad said, "What's going on?" And then Leo started trying to get me in trouble by saying I'm starting stuff, knowing I have not started anything, and Leo got in trouble. And Dad said, "You better show your brother some respect." And I sat there and giggled, and he got mad. And Dad got up and said, "You getting mad now? Huh? Still ain't got over the part about you stole my NES." And after he said, "You still on there?" And Dad grabbed him by his shirt and then just dragged him right into the room and make him take his pill. And then he said, "Don't start with me, because you don't want to ruin my night." Because he always threatened he'll win the fight. Dad'll threaten him that he'll win the fight. He might accidentally kill him and all of that. And Leo said some things that make him want to attack him. And then Dad put him up on the wall. And after that, he said, you better not move." Like he was just night before Christmas. It's just the worst night for him. So Dad sat down and got a beer. And after that, Leo was so angry. He was literally talking to himself. And then after that, I sat up there and was playing on my 3DS, and then Marshall went over there with Leo at. Leo was playing Marshall, and after that I went over there and said, "Come on, Marshall, let's get away from the big mustache man." And Marshall started laughing, and Leo got mad, and he said, "Stop!" And Dad got up again, man. This man can't even relax without having a son that's anger problems. So he got mad and slammed something, and then Dad got up in his face and he sat up there and said, "What are you doing? This boy started messing with me." And Dad said, "I saw the whole thing. He did not do anything to you. He just wanted to get his little brother." And after that, Leo got mad. He said, and then after that, Dad said, "You having another meltdown? You want to start with me? Because you ain't going to have this one. You already started on the night before Christmas. You won't ruin this night. Cause I'm end up doing something to you to get locked up on. I don't mind getting locked up on Christmas Eve. And Leo said, fine, get locked up. I don't care. I didn't do nothing. And then Dad grabbed him by his shirt and slammed him against the fireplace, picked him up by his neck, and said, you ever raise your tone at me, me and you gonna be really fist fighting. And after that, Leo said, okay, I'll stop then. I'll shut my mouth. And then after he said, you getting smart with me? Oh, Dad wasn't nice at all. Woo! It wasn't nice. It was not nice for Leo. Leo just had the worst time of his life over a brother moment. You know what it's like when you turn a brother moment into something like brother moment is an argument. That's all it is. It's two brothers. Yeah, they literally had more than two brothers to start a brother moment. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 100. I don't care if you have 100 brothers, you can still have a brother moment. And a brother moment is just a time when your brothers are fighting you and they all teaming up on you, and it'll make you think the world is against you, and it'll get you depressed. That's what it is. And that's what's wrong with Leo, and that's why he's acting like that. And technically, it's just not nice. So me and Marshall went over there by the fireplace, and Mom said, y'all want some crab legs? I got some crab legs boiling right now, and they ready for you. And everyone said yes but Leo. And then after that, Mom asked Leo, are you alright? And after that, Leo said, you keep on messing with me. And Mom said, I don't care if they kept messing with you, I'm just asking, are you alright? And then Leo said, yes. And Mom said, hold on, y'all. You getting smart with me, Leo? And after that, Leo said, well, I didn't do nothing. I just said yes. And after that, Mom said, you know what? It's you. It's you. So she went on into the kitchen and served everyone some crab legs and lemon butter and delicious, man. When we put our teeth into that crab meat, it was so good. I mean, the delicious flavor oozing right out the crab meat. I mean, wow. I never tried something that delicious before. But when I got in my bed, man, it was snowing outside. I went to sleep. The next day, I woke up. I smelled turkey in the kitchen. Mom was cooking turkey for Christmas, and today is Christmas. So, I looked out the window, and there is the snow. Man, snow. Man, it's snowing on Christmas Day. And then I got up out the bed. Then I found my rock collection. Then I decided I don't want to play with it, so I just went back to sleep. Went to sleep for 2 hours. Then I woke up and I went into the living room. And Dad said, what are you doing up, boy? Your mama in there cooking turkey, chitlins, green stuffing, chicken, shrimp Alfredo, cranberry sauce with lemon bars and vanilla, strawberry cake with sprinkles, man. All that's gonna be good for him. Sure hope your big brother don't go. I'ma really go crazy. So I agreed with that. And then I got what to try. So I went in the kitchen to check on Mom. And Mom was cooking everything. It looks like a whole back kitchen of a diner. Oh my gosh. It was stuff everywhere. And I asked Mom, can I help her? She said, no, get out of here. No kids allowed in this kitchen at this time of day. And after that, I said, okay. So at least it's only 9 o'clock. This is the time when kids come in here. And she said, don't get smart with me, boy. Just get out of here so I can cook. And I said, please, Mom. And Mom said,
No. You only watch when I tell you to watch. So I decided, okay. So I went to the pantry to get a microwave TV dinner. And this one had fruit snacks with it. So I took the fruit snacks out because I didn't want it to melt in the microwave. And then I put the microwave chicken tenders in the microwave and I put it on 4 minutes. And it came out in perfection because I love everything in perfection. So after when I put it in perfection, and then Leo's just sitting there looking at me. And I said, what are you looking at? You got a staring problem? And after he got mad, and after he said, no, leave me alone. And after he said, but you staring at me still. Exactly, that's why you ain't saying nothing. And he got real angry, he slammed some. And then Dad didn't come for me because he knew that I was eating somebody else's food. And I was eating before dinner time. We having a big feast. I should not eat that. But I chose to eat it. So Dad went after Leo. And he said, why you slam my thing, huh? And he picked him up and he said, don't you do it again. You understand me? He grabbed my his shirt and then let go. And then after that, Dad really wanted to fight on Christmas. Like that's his ultimate goal, to make his Christmas feel miserable. So Dad went back outside to get the mail. He went outside to get the mail, and after that he came back into the house and he laid the mail on the table. And after that he said, Donnie! And after that I came running and I said, yes! And after that he said, come here! And after that I said, yeah? And he said, look, this is your mail. Here, take it or leave it. So I looked at it and it was a letter from Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom was mailing something to me. So it was a letter to Lucy's mom. When I get in my room, I shut the door and I looked at the letter. So I opened the envelope and I saw a letter. And I read the letter. It says, Dear Donnie, I hope you understand that something very bad happened to Lucy. I am her mother. I didn't mean to bother you with this note, but she has passed the other day because of a coronavirus. The coronavirus killed her. And there's nothing we can do now. So, from Morgan. And I said, oh man, she died. And I cried. And then the cat jumped on my bed. Minty jumped up on my bed and curled right by me, trying to cheer me up. And I had tears in my eyes. And I knew I didn't have to fight that boy. I really didn't have to fight Andrew. So I just keep that battle aside. One day we will fight. But when I fell asleep, I woke back up and Leo was knocking at my door. And he said, it's time to eat. And I said, nothing. Next time he knocked at my door, 5 minutes later, he says, time to eat, come on doggy. And I said, okay. Boy, you do not know how annoying that is when he calls me that. That's very annoying. When I went into the kitchen, everyone was getting their food. Mom reached right and left and served the plate. And I got my plate and went into the living room to sit down at the big table. Man, it was so good. But I really wanted to try a little piece, but I can't
I gotta wait till everybody came to the table. So when everybody came to the table and sat down, Dad said, before everyone eat, let's say our prayer, and then we chow down. And Dad sat down and said, Dear Heavenly Father, love brought Jesus to earth, and love brings us to this Christmas table. Today, as we share this holiday feast, we are also sharing with one another a joyful heart and warm smile. May our Christmas dinner be filled with kindness, and may the memories of today warm our hearts for years to come. As everybody says, Amen. And everyone said Amen, including me. And then everyone ate so good. Man, I ate maybe 4 or 5 dishes. I'm just joking. I ate like 2. But it was so good. That turkey was so juicy and it was falling off the bone. And it was tasted kind of like lemon turkey. Bro, those were good memories, man. And guess what? Leo ate 4 or 5 to 8 plates of food. And then he asked Roy a question. And I proved him wrong. And then Roy sat there and walked out. And then I went to bed after that. And there goes Dad. Dad saying, get up and open your presents. You don't have to go down early. So I went back into the living room. And Leo was staring at me mad. And after that I said, what? And Leo got up and started coming straight up to me and said, you know what? You need to stop bullying me. And after that, Dad said, back up from him. Because if you hit him, you're going to be hitting me. And you ain't going to want to hit me. Because I'll beat you down. And then Dad said, and Leo said, okay. And Leo pushed me onto the floor. And Dad grabbed him by his neck. So quick. And I mean so quick. He put him up on the Christmas tree. He pushed him against the Christmas tree. And Leo pushed Dad. And it was a fight, man. It was a serious fight. And Dad won the fight. Already, man. Already won the fight. Pushed him up against the Christmas tree. And punched him on the ground. And he kept punching him until he passed out. And after he slammed one of the presents on him and stuff. And after Dad picked up the Christmas tree. Actually, Leo did that. And he slammed the Christmas tree on the ground. And stomped it. And then smack all the plates. And try to throw it at Dad. And then he picked up something so long. Clean out of sight. Clean out of sight. Man, Christmas was ruined. Knocked him out. Your Dad went right up to him, grabbed him, and put him on the wall, and so and after that, Leo was still screaming. And after that, Dad slammed him against the window, and then broke the window. And there it is. Glass, Christmas tree, and bulbs crushed. Everything's destroyed in the living room. And Mom was crying. And after that, she said, Leo, I want you to get out of my house. And Leo said, John, I don't want to stay in here. And then Dad said, no, don't let him leave out the house. I got him. So he took Leo into his room, gave him another one. Woo! He beat him up all night, bro. For putting his hands on me. He grabbed him by his shirt and Leo had a meltdown. And that was a meltdown. So he had 2. Man. I went to bed, went to sleep. The next day, I was snuggled in bed, man. And I woke up and I saw snowing again. Man, it was just the best time of my life. So I got up out of bed, and then went to the kitchen to make myself some cereal. Man, the cereal didn't taste good, but it was cereal and gave me the right stuff. So once I got the cereal, it kind of tastes like earwax. And earwax doesn't taste good; it tastes bitter. But when I walked out of the kitchen and I walked into the living room, everything was gone. The presents, the tree, and I looked outside and it was right on the street. Like, they took it and put it by the street so the trash truck could get it. All the presents are gone. And I asked Mom, and Mom was smoking a cigarette on the couch. I suddenly saw. And I asked Mom, well, what happened to the presents? And Mom said, well, you ask your big brother. He don't want to ruin them. So I'm going to have to go buy y'all each. I'm going to have to give y'all each $100 bill. Set him. So Mom gave me $100 so I can go to the store and buy something. Man, I decided I really want to get a date one day. So I think I want to save my money so I can buy something from the jewelry shop. And I asked Mom, can you take me to the best coin shop? And Mom said, sure, I'll take you to the coin shop. As long as you like coin, as long as you ain't gonna sell it. And so I went and got my coin jar. And I went to the coin shop with Mom. And I saw the best coin ever for 20 pence. 1982. And it was cheap too. It was only like 20 cents. And so I went and got me one of them. And I saw this necklace, this gold chain. Oh, that'll be a great Christmas present for me. So I grabbed the gold chain. And I went to the counter and I ringed it up. And after that, the woman said, this is $101. So I went in my pocket, I found an extra dollar, and I gave him the $100 bill and the $1. And I had extra dollars in my pocket since my birthday money. So I gave him my money, and the woman said, you sure you're gonna buy this 20 pence? It's only 25 cents. And after that I said, yeah, because I'm collecting 20 pence now. So after that, she said, okay, but just so you know, in the back room, I got a whole collection of 20 pence from 2020 all the way to 1982. And I said, really? So I went and got me that collection. And man, it was every pence from every year. So I went and got the 20 pence collection and put it on the table. She said, it's $8, sir. And so I went and gave him the $8. And there you go. I got my chain and I asked him, is this real gold? She took the sensor thing, the gold sensor thing, and sensed it on again. Man, it was 100% real gold. No copper, no nickel, nothing. Man, and I saw this gold nickel coin. Man, I know anybody will love that. It's a ball gold, gold nickel nugget. But it was $1,000, so I wouldn't miss it. Alright, so I went back home, and it was in the bag, in the case, and I put it around my neck, and I walked back in, and Dad said, who is that? Honey, who is that? And Dad couldn't recognize me wearing his chain. And he said, oh, that's you, son. Never mind. Where you get that gold chain from, boy? And after that, I said, well, I got it from the coin store, the Best Buy Seller Coin. And after that, Dad said, really? They got any more up there? And after that, I said, no, this is the last one. It was around a model's neck. So I went and bought it. So guess what? Man, this is the best time ever. Dad said, son, can I have that chain? I'll give you $100 back. And I'll give you 200 for it. I said, nah, I'm good on that. And he said, I'll give you $1,000 for the chain. Dad just kept begging me for the chain. And I feel bad for him. So I said, no, I'm keeping my chain. And he said, you know, I might steal that chain from you, right? And after he said, I said, and I just gave him the chain. And Mom said, no, you pay for that chain. Honey, you ain't getting that. You go get your own chain. Quit dogging him. So after that, I said, yeah. And then he said, alright, fine. I'll just buy my chain. I'll give you a nice coin from that store. Or a nice gold nugget. Or get a trip to the beach. You know what I mean? Beach. One day, I decided I just wanted to just celebrate New Year's. Man, New Year's is coming, and it came so quick. So I was so happy. I was dancing around the yard, like, woohoo! New Year's 2020 is coming. 2020 is coming. I was so happy. 2020 was on its way, and it's coming real quick. It is coming like a missile going to North Korea. But maybe I changed my mind about that. It was coming quick like the moon within 3 days. The Majora's Mask. It was so amazing. 2019 was a roller coaster. What? I can't wait to get on here. But I so can't wait till the coronavirus ends. I don't know when it will end. But on a stay, let's get started. So, I woke up. Oh yes, indeed. I was just happy. Man, I happened to look out my window. It was so foggy. Oh man, I can't believe it. Oh man, it's terrible. And so, I got out my bed and I went to make myself some American pancakes. And all I took is candy canes off the tree. And I made some pancakes for the whole family. And then Dad said, don't you be wasting them candy canes on the pancakes, boy. You better know what you're doing. And I said, Dad, do you know what day it is? And Dad said, hell yeah. That's why I'm getting ready to go to Dirt Cheap to buy some fireworks. But my homie got a shop down the street that sells explosives. So we're going to do some explosives this time. We don't have to go all the way down to Dirt Cheap. All the way across town to get to Dirt Cheap. If we can go there, why spend your money there if you can get everything for free at my homie's shop? He makes explosives, so he can throw at the police. But we are going to take the explosives and use them as fireworks. But you be careful, because these can blow up some shit. So Dad said, come on, let's get in the car, son. And after that, so I got in the car. Man. So when me and Dad get in the car, Dad drove all the way across the town and to the city so he can go to his homie's house. Because his homie be stashing explosives in his basement. So his homie makes the explosive, like powder kegs and all that other shit. Shit that's gonna make the police come. But on the other hand, Dad was driving and we get to the homie's house. And here we go. We going and Dad said, you wait. So Dad came back out with a bunch of explosives and everything. And it was a big box, like a crate explosive. And then Dad said, come on, Donnie, help me for the police show. And so then Dad's homie said, there's a racist man living next door to me, so you better hurry up before that man comes. So Dad was stacking crates in the back of the car. Dad brought a truck, so it was a big ass truck. Brought all of the crates and stuff. It was like a delivery truck he went and got. And so, man, it It was like a delivery truck. So, anyhow, on with the story. After Dad stashed all the stuff inside the truck, and he closed the thing, and in the homie got up in the front with him, and I got in the back with her, the crate set. Then after that, actually it was a four-door delivery truck. And so anyhow, on with the story, we turned around, we went back home, and then when we get home, I got out the car and I took all the stuff and unloaded the truck. I got Leo and Roy to help us, and Mom Mom was cooking dinner. We was having prime rib. So anyhow, man, Mom was in there cooking that prime rib, man. She seasoning it and all that other stuff. It was already cooking since like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was pretty much ready. Man, we was unloading that big ass truck. And Mom said, "What in the hell?" And then it was big crates, the size of, man, let's see, the size of a slot machine. That's how big the crates are. The size of a dresser. So it was crates of explosives and stuff. And so we stashed it in our basement and stuff. Stashed it. And then the homie said, y'all better not blow this basement up. Y'all don't want to be in the trees. And Dad laughed and said, "I swear they ain't gonna do that shit. Or they're gonna get the world's longest whooping." And so, on with the story. Man, it was gonna be so beautiful, bro. Relaxing. I sat in my room and relaxed. There was firecrackers in there and everything. In them crates. And so, it was this big barrel Dad came back with too, because they went and drove off, and they unload. They just emptied all the explosives out their house and put it in our house. And he made this big ass barrel. He set it in the backyard. And it was snowing a little bit, but anyhow, man, we was gonna have some fun tonight. It looks like. Fuck 4th of July. This is worse than 4th of July. So anyhow, on with the story, I went into the kitchen. My mom said, "Y'all, it's 4 o'clock, y'all. It's 4 o'clock." And I started at 4 o'clock, so I started at 4 a.m. and now it's 4 p.m. now. It's getting ready to be dinner time, y'all. And Dad called a homie Marble. That's what he did. He called him Marble. And so somebody knocked at the door. And there it is. Mikey and his bitch named Day. I call her Day, but her real name is Daisha. Daisha Mikey. Not Daisha. Misha, that's her name. And so Misha came knocking on the door with and after that Dad opened the door, and then Mikey was at the door with Misha, and he said, "Y'all ready?" And after that, Mikey invited his family over. Now he invited his baby mama over and his brother. And so, guess what? Man, his brother Darby and all them, they was all kicking back. They called Darby Daddy Gurn. Because Daddy Gurn, I don't know why they call him Daddy Gurn, but they call him Daddy Gurn. Gorin. Get it? Gorin. Gurin. So, anyhow, on with the story. Dad decided to say, "Alright, everybody, we got explosives in the basement. Each of y'all can have 100 each now. And we're gonna be blowing shit up tonight." And so, on with the story. Man, Leo was outside doing something, and we don't know what he was doing. And next thing you know, he was outside blowing stuff up. He was outside. He found a firecracker inside the cabinets. He had stashed some firecrackers from last 4th of July in his dresser, so he went and exploded Marshall's toys. And Dad said, Leo! Go to bed! And then he whooped the shit out of Leo in the snow. And so on the story. Man. Oh man. I was chilling and it was dinner time. Oh yes, Mom turned on some orchestra, man. Orchestra. And I mean real orchestra. And she said, alright y'all, it's getting ready to be New Year's Eve, and now we got this big, thick ass, fat ass, juicy ass prime rib that tastes like actual T-bone steak. So here we go, y'all. This prime rib was $1,000. And then Leo started saying, yes indeed. And after that, Mom said, you better not waste this, Leo. I know how you like it, alright boy? So, trust me, son, you gonna love this. And so I sat back, and I started sharpening my silverware. Mom said, don't do that. It's gonna ruin the silverware, boy. And then, I can't wait to try this prime rib. So, here we are. Mom served, put the thing at the table. And she said, y'all can cut your own. She already cut some slices. Started slicing the prime rib. And there was a half one left. Man, I got that on my plate with some mashed potatoes and gravy on it, man. Some leftover stuffing from Christmas. Man. And then after that, was some green beans, asparagus, all that shit can get in your mouth. I mix that shit together. I put it on my fork, put it in my mouth. Oh, different flavors is trying to fight over one position, bro. One position. I can't believe flavors do that. I can't believe I realized Leo is taking it step by step. He eat prime rib, get our food off that, and then he sit back and watch us all eat. But then again, Leo don't get full. He be gone when he hungry. So on with the story, he gobbled all that up, bro. And then Leo started reaching over the table. He spilled the wine, like the bottle of wine on the tablecloth. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. And Dad said, God damn it, boy. Come here. You sit by me. What are you trying to do? Get the prime rib? Here, let me cut you some. He cut him a small piece and put it on the plate. And Mom said, don't do that, honey. Here, let me cut him a slice. Cut him a thick ass slice. Put him on a plate. And Leo said, thanks, Mom. And then Leo's dad said, don't you start your shit tonight, or you will be seeing me again. You will be seeing my fists again. And then, on with the story. Man, it was so good, man. The prime rib was so good. It left tears in my eyes. It was tears of joy. How much work Mom put into this prime rib. She let that motherfucker snow cook all damn day. Woo! She let him slow cook all day. And then the juice was running out of it. And she kept bathing it with his juice. And there it is. She let the fat stay on it. The fat stay inside the prime rib. Man, that shit was so good. On with the story. Once everybody got done, the prime rib was gone. Because it was all ate up. Oh yeah, Mikey said, Christopher and Christopher's wife, right? Y'all motherfuckers are a beast. I mean, wow! I almost fell asleep eating this shit. This shit is so full, man. Look at this. This is delicious. And after that, Christopher said, thank you, man. It's the way to go. Leo over here just disappointed me with his actions. And so on with the story. Christopher said, Dad said, come on y'all, let's go outside and pop some fireworks. Let's bring all the explosives outside. And so Dad was popping fireworks. Like he first went outside and everybody went outside. But I stayed in the house for a little while and I got the game all set up so when we come back in we can jam on Mario Kart. But then again, there was a big board game that was multiplayer, so I put that next to the Mario Kart game because we're gonna jam on Mario Kart. And after that, so I went outside, and before I did that, I put on my jacket and everything. And man, I can't wait to get outside, and we gonna be jamming on. So I brought the speaker outside, and here we go. So when I get outside, yes indeed, I put the speakers down and everything, and we play loud music. Boy was playing a playlist that Roy has made, because Roy loves them new rappers and stuff, like My Partner Them and all them good ass raps and songs, like Sneaky Links, My Partner Them, and he was just jamming them, boy. He was like, and we count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And look at this, y'all. Happy New Year! And everybody was saying, woo! And then after that, Leo was in the house on his phone. And then Dad had gave his phone back to him. And then after that, guess what? Dad went inside the house. Next thing I know, Leo was out, like he was in the house getting beat up again. On New Year's, we wondered where Dad at. So I went in the house and I saw Dad. I didn't see Dad nowhere, but I heard his voice slamming Leo against the wall. And Dad came out the room with blood in his hands and a cracked phone. So Dad took that phone and slammed it on the floor. And he took a sledgehammer and smashed it once you get the sledgehammer. And after that, Dad picked up that bat, got the bat off the sports wall, and then just shattered that boy's phone. After forwarding all that stuff to his phone. Boy. Leo said, "That's my phone!" And Dad kept beating that boy down. He kept beating him down. And there goes his night. He had to stay in that dark room for the rest of New Year's night. Man, while we all outside jamming, boy, like yeah, woo, we was jamming, woo, boom, boom, man. We had all them explosives, and people kept coming over to our yard and borrowing all the explosives and stuff. They had grenades and all that. Boom! It was just a ball. Yes, Thanksgiving, Christmas, man. New Year's finally came. 2020. Welcome to 2020, everyone. One day I was sitting on the couch looking at a video. It was kind of funny, but Leo was over there just sitting on the chair showing his dad a video about a guy blowing up a sink. And Dad said, "You did that before?" And Leo said, "No, I'm just showing you a video why these generations all messed up."
Oops.
And Dad said, "That is not the reason why, and that is not my point.
Oh well.
You done that to my NES. You threw a firecracker on my NES." And
I need a new
Leo
sink
said,
anyway.
"No, I did not."
I couldn't get it clean.
And he said, "I hope not. Or me and you gonna really have a problem, because you're not supposed to play with dynamite in the house. So I want the truth. Did you or did you not blow my NES up? And after that, Leo said, I did not. And after that, Dad said, I hope not. Or we're gonna really have a problem. So, on with the day, I went into the kitchen to get something to eat. And it was a beautiful day. Looked like the snow melted. So, I went outside, get some fresh air. Went back in, and Dad said, let's go, y'all. Get on your clothes, and we're gonna head on out to Riverbender. Because they having a lock-in. So I don't want y'all to be cutting up. Y'all big brother gonna watch y'all. So I'm gonna drop y'all off there, and y'all big brother gonna watch y'all. Y'all better obey y'all big brother. And you better stop cutting up and stop having problems with people. And Leo said, okay. And then after they said, let's go, we don't have all day. It's getting late. So I put my clothes on and stuff. I brought my gold chain and everything on that. So while we get in the car, Dad was driving all the way across town into the country lands. And he kept driving and driving and driving. Then he stopped. Then he kept driving. And then he kept going past the cornfields, all the way into villages, past villages. And it was so cool, bro. Looking out the window at trees and birds, while Leo was on his phone typing, texting. And Dad was just thinking one day he'll just take Leo's phone. He thinking one good day, so Leo can realize of what a pretty world out there instead of looking on your phone. Leo claims that when you look on your phone, that's looking at the world too, that's getting reality. But really, that's just pictures that someone took when they was out visiting reality. It's good to put your mind on reality instead of fantasy. Too much fantasy is no good for a brain. About The Last of Us, killing one another, blowing people's head off. Fortnite, blowing people's head off. So much violence is good for him. We pass streets up, we're going through woods, everything. Man, tonight will be the night. Riverbender is the best place to go to. Man, Missouri is a nice place to live. But kept driving and driving and driving. Man, it's just a nice place to live. Make sure you visit Missouri, because Missouri is a nice place. But we kept driving and driving and driving. Dad sang a song, and we all sung along, and man, it was awesome. And we kept driving, Dad drove, and he had Roy drive for him. So Dad pulled over and had Roy drive, and Leo looking stupid because Leo wanted to drive and Dad couldn't trust him. So Dad only trusted Roy. So Roy drove the car all the way from one side of the town to the other. Man, it was so cool, man. You see my big brother Roy driving, man. He could drive me to White Castle. Man, that deal at White Castle, bro. Chicken rings. Oh, sliding, bro. Put your chicken ring on your slider with your chicken patty. Man, that'd be so good, bro. White Castle is the best. Oh, drive me straight up to Burger King. Man, them Whoppers. Man, them Whoppers are so good. Man, we passed cornfields up and everything. Man, life was the best for me, bro. Dad sat back and said, "That's my nigga."
That's my nigga. You driving, my boy. And then Roy said, yep, I know how to drive, because I went to driving school. So Roy kept driving and driving and driving and driving. Man, it was so cool to see my brother drive. Man, while he was driving, he stopped by McDonald's and picked up some food and kept driving. And I got chicken nuggets and fries, the 20-piece chicken nuggets and ranch. And Leo got the McDouble. And I got he got the Big Mac. And Marshall was coming too. So it was gonna be fun. So Dad was relaxing and it was so awesome. Like, I don't think Marshall was coming. So when we show up at the Riverbender, and Dad told me, he said, you stick with your big brother, alright? Y'all don't have to follow him, but that's your last line of respect. You know what I mean? So I didn't understand Dad, but I didn't understand part of what he said. So Dad went to give the man the money, the cashier the money, and the cashier said, "Sir, you will be on speed dial." And Dad said, "Alrighty then." And he gave the man a number, and after that, he said, "Watch my son. Make sure they're not fighting. If they are, I'll come pick them up after you speed dial me." And the man said, "Alright, sir. Have a good day." And the man's name was Chuck Wally. So I kept walking, and the man gave me he gave me some money for my chain, and I said, "No, I don't want to do it. I'm keeping my chain." So I kept walking, and I saw this amazing Jewish girl. She was very nice and stuff, and she tried to ask me out, and I said, "Nah, well, we could be friends." And she said, "Alright." And she asked me questions about, have I ever had a girlfriend? And I said, "Yeah, sure." And she said, "Well, what's her name?" And I said, "Lucy. Sadly, she died, and she cheated on me before she died." And she said, "Well, I hate cheating." And I agreed with her too. And it turns out this girl wasn't Jewish, but she looked kind of Jewish. This girl was pretty too. So I went to the movie theater with her and everything. And me and Roy hanged out with her. And she liked Roy a little more than me, it seems like. She said, "Handsome man." And he said, "I'm sorry, I'm taken." Man, Roy, why don't you get your own girl, bro? This is the time for me and her to relax. So Roy went and got his own girl, and she went back to me. Man, it was awesome, bro. Time goes so fast. But it was this nice hot girl that Roy was with. Man, Roy was thinking, sad as hell, I like this girl, I really want to do something to her to make her so happy. And he kissed her. They was like literally kissing in the movie theater, and they fell asleep with each other. Man, that was two good couples. And he got her phone number, and he said, hook up with me one day, come over my house. And she said, "Alright, big man." It was a dark-skinned girl, and yeah. So
I like my nice light-skinned girl. She's nice. She's light-skinned, kind of mixed. And her name is Hannah. And man, Hannah was so beautiful. And I never seen someone so beautiful in my life. And we wanted to look for Dylan. Not Dylan. Dylan was our friend. Dylan Robinson. Man, Dylan was a cool kid. He was literally upstairs getting some chicken tenders. And I went upstairs with my friend Hannah, and I introduced Hannah to him. And Dylan said, yeah, dude, it was very awesome. But I was looking for Leo. Leo was nowhere in sight. Nowhere in sight. Before he left me, he sat up there and said, only Morts follow me. Morts follow him? You meant only weirdos follow him? I wasn't even thinking about following him. So we wanted to go look for him. So we asked everybody around. They called him over the intercom. And after that, he didn't respond. So I had no choice but to call Dad. But I didn't call Dad yet because he was still in there. And he had to come out sooner or later. So I just wanted to have a little more fun with Hannah. And she was single. And I asked Roy. Roy said, yo man, you wanna watch the movie with me? We watching Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And I said, wait, it's on? Yeah. Yeah, brother. Because I told him to turn it on. And after that, he said, you something else, bruh. And after that, I told him, you wanna go play the game in the vault? Down in the vault? And after that, he said, yeah, there's a game open in the vault. And he said, yeah, it's a spy game. And I said, alright, I'll go spy. So me and Roy and Hannah and his girlfriend start playing the game in the vault with everybody else. Man, it was awesome. Yeah. So we went down there and started playing. And once we got done with that game, we went out the vault and then went into the... Man, Alton was the best, bro. Man, I wish we could live in Alton. Illinois is the best. Perhaps we live in Missouri, but we kept walking and we went to the nice room. And I looked on the ground and I saw this amazing, it looks like a golden nugget. It was right by the vault. And I didn't want to check if nobody lost it. My girlfriend saw me and she said, she tried to take it from me, but I said, nah, I like it myself. I'm a rich man. Maybe let the rich man have it. And she said, okay. And so I asked her what's her age. And turns out she was the same age as me. I went to my old school. But I kept walking. And we went back upstairs. And then we began to see Leo nowhere. And technically, we kept looking around and we had Roy. Well, Roy was downstairs listening to a woman play the guitar while I was looking for Leo. We can't find Leo. He's not by the arcade or nothing. And then we suddenly when I suddenly looked, I saw somebody moving in the dark office upstairs by the pool booth. And I went close to the glass door towards the office. The office is in the glass door, so I went and opened the glass door. There Leo was, naked with his crush, having sexual intercourse. Wow, that was the most disgusting moment I ever seen in my life. And then after that I said, hey Leo, you know I'm gonna tell Dad this, right? Because I already took a picture of what you did. And Leo said, why you do that? And Leo slammed something. You see, like he was mad. He was mad. He put on his clothes, and then I was already gone. I went and got the security, and then, man, security called him while he putting his clothes on. It was done for. Security went back to the manager, and the manager called Dad. Dad ended the party early. Well, he just went to pick up Leo. Man, Dad was angry, bro. He rolled home, bro. So Dad said, come on, y'all, let's go home. And I went and ordered a lot of chicken gizzards and went home. When we get back in the car, man, Dad was pissed off. He was pissed off. I mean, he wasn't pretty happy, man. He wanted to fight Leo tonight. And Dad said, I'm gonna get you when you get home. And Leo said, but Dad. And Dad said, no, I saw the footage. Your little brother sent it to me. And Leo said, but I didn't do nothing, Dad. And Dad said, oh, you didn't do nothing, huh? You didn't do nothing, little nigga. Alright. We'll see about that when we get home, when I get to beating your shit in. Man, Dad wanted to fight Leo. Man, it was terrible. Man, Dad really wanted to pull over. And then next thing Leo saw, the car slowing down and going to the side of the road. Leo really wanted to get out the car so bad, but he sat way in the back, so he don't get popped by Dad. And then after that, Dad said, move, y'all. So he got out the car, and I scoot over, and then I let the seat up. And then after that, Leo said, stop, Mr. Ghostman. The next thing you know, Dad climbed back there and started. He was beating that boy. He was beating that boy so hard, bro. And he kept hitting him in his forehead. And Dad said, ah! He kept hitting that boy in his forehead. He hurt his hand. And he was choking that boy. He was fighting that boy in the back seat. And after that, Dad pulled him out the car and threw his fat on the street. Man, it was crazy, bro. It was a straight up fight, bro. And then after that, he said, and he threw him, he ripped that boy's shirt apart. And Carl said, beep, beep. And after that, Leo was trying to distract traffic. And after that, Dad hit that boy across his head with a crowbar. And then put him in the back seat after hitting him multiple times with a crowbar. Man, people thought he was dead. And then so they called the police, like it was a white woman on the phone that pulled in behind us. And after that, Dad hurried up and got in the car after stuffing Leo's fat back there and buckled it up. And after that, Leo had a bloody eye. Dad fucked him up with that crowbar. And after that, Dad got in his car and he sped up down the highway and left the white lady. Then after that, we was speeding so quick on the highway, man, it was terrible, bro. So on with the story when we get home. So when we get home, Mom had picked up some Chinese food and came back with it. Man, it was gonna be so good. So Leo was mean mugging me. And after that, he was like, okay. He was like looking at me like, I'm gonna beat your ass. So anyhow, Dad came up to Leo and said, hurry up, Leo, so we can talk in here. And so Leo pounded the table and Dad grabbed my shirt and just completely ripped that boy's shirt completely apart and punched him in his chest and grabbed him and then he threw him against the table. Oh, it was a wrestling move, but then Leo ran out and tried to get out the back door, and after that, Dad he ground, he pushed him against the painting, and the painting fell and busted him in his head. And Dad took him into the room and did another one. Fought that boy in his room. Said, shut your mouth, Leo! Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! Ah! Ah! I'm gonna beat your ass! Ah! Next thing you know, Leo's crying. He started crying to himself. Man, it was terrible. It was terrible. And so, like, Leo started crying to himself, and after that, Dad beat his ass. Boy, he pulled against the wall. And said, why'd you get that girl pregnant? And Leo said, I didn't shoot sperm yet. And then Dad said, no you didn't. You did shoot sperm. Wait, I heard the squirt in the video. And Leo said, oh no, that was a sound effect he added in it. And Dad said, no you didn't. No you didn't. If I see a birth certificate come in the mail a month from now, I'ma beat your ass. And then Dad punched that boy in his eye and knocked him out onto the bed and had us tuck him in. And so, on with the story. Man, everybody was sleeping, and Dad went into the storage room to get some popcorn. And next thing you know, he didn't see no popcorn, and he went and screamed and said, "Leo did it, huh? I'm gonna get him in the morning." Leo decided he wanted to eat the popcorn, and so I sat in my bed and went to sleep. But meanwhile, Roy, Mom, and Dad had a glass of champagne. Man, drinking all night. Well, the next day,
I was getting out of my bed, and simply I woke up late. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon I woke up. Oh man, it's crazy. And Dad said, come on y'all, what are you doing? You just got up, boy? And I said, yeah. And Dad said, come on, we going to the bowling alley, and we all gonna enjoy ourselves till it gets 9 o'clock. We're gonna be back around 7:30, and then we'll eat dinner and go to bed, cause y'all got school in the morning. And me and my wife is gonna have a shot of whiskey tonight. Glass of champagne. And after that, we got in the car and went to the bowling alley. Man, the bowling alley was good and fun. So when I went to the bowling alley, I slipped on my bowling shoes. I got the bowling bag, and I got the bowling ball out the bag, and I went first. First, Dad typed in our names in the machine thing, and there it is. The machine started working, and it was so fun. I was bowling, and man, it was so good, bro. And then Leo got mad. Somehow Leo got mad, I remember. And Leo threw the ball in the wrong lane, this woman's lane. This woman came to us and said, don't do that again. And after that, Dad said, boy! And Leo said, he keep on messing with me! And then Dad grabbed him. Ooh, he embarrassed this boy at the bowling alley, I mean. Ooh wee. And Dad got mad. It wasn't nice. So we had to go home, and Dad sent us all to bed. And Mom and Dad got a glass of champagne and just drinking all night. The next day, when I woke up, I was ready for school. Man, it was the best time of my life to get up, get my teeth polished, and go get up to breakfast. I was expecting breakfast to be in the kitchen, something to eat. But when I looked in the fridge, nothing was to eat. I looked in the freezer, nothing to eat, except frozen food. Obviously, frozen food, stuff that ain't cooked. And after that, I said, great! Exactly what I'm talking about. People eat up the house. Exactly what I'm talking about. Dad buys something, then it get ate up the next day. And after that, Leo came in the kitchen after that. Said, well, it ain't me. And after that, I said, "What did I say you?" And after that, Leo said, "Well, I was just saying." And after that, I said, "So what? People like to eat at the house and stuff. I'm not gonna put nobody on full blast." And after that, I went to my room and I got on my nice game, my video game, playing Call of Duty with my friend. I started screaming at to my bus came. And when I got on my bus, I went to school. Oh, and now I got to deal with Andrew, who is Lucy's boyfriend. How am I gonna deal with him? Andrew already staring at me, and after that he's just making a fool out of me, gossiping. I believe in my head that I was gonna get in a fight today. I was gonna handle this boy. And I was in class, and Miss Tanya was talking and stuff, and then he threw something at me. Andrew threw something at me. He was in my class, and he threw something in my head. And it actually hurt too, because it was one of them fidget spinner weight. I got up so freaking quick! Woo, boy! I threw a chair at his head like this! And he got up, and he was very fast. He said, "Oh, you wanna fight, boy?" And after I grabbed him and I took him out to the... And then I fought. I grabbed him, I did a wrestling move with him, and I picked him up. And after that, he was like trying to teach me. And I body slammed on him. His back, he was almost broken. And after that, man, he was hurting. And after that, I went back to the class. And after that, he didn't move. I knocked him out. I got right on top of him. And everybody was looking at me while I knocked him out. And the principal came in the office, in the hallway, and said, "Get up!" And hollered at me. And she said, "Get up! Let's go to the office." And after that, the principal said, "Why? What did I even do? I fought the bully. The bully started it." And after that, she said, "Don't you clap at me. Come on, let's go to the office. Oh, you won't be fighting me. You don't hit students like that." And I said, "Well, I didn't do nothing. I just fought the bully because this boy threw this fidget spinner thing in my head." And she said, "Well, what that has to do about fighting a student?" And I just went to the office and she called my dad. And after that, Dad said, "I'll deal with him when I get home. When he get home." And so when I rolled back home, actually she told Dad to come pick me up. I was in trouble. So Dad came and picked me up and took me home, and Dad was very angry at me. And I told him, and Dad agreed with me what happened, and told me, "That's my nigga." Stuff like that happens, son. Stuff like that happens. You gotta get used to it. Cause once you fought your bully, he'll be your best friend. Just don't let him take advantage of you. And then Dad walked away, like walked into the kitchen and opened the cabinets because he was making shrimp Alfredo. And he couldn't find the Alfredo. But it was in the fridge open. And it was gone too. Because there was no Alfredo left. So Dad said, "Come here, y'all." And after that, everybody came in there. And after that, Dad said, "Who ate this Alfredo?" And everybody pointed at Leo. because he loves Alfredo. He loves
I need to
take the Alfredo out of the jar and put it in the, you know what it's called, the TV dinners. And after that, Dad found out that Leo did that. Dad said, "Don't touch my Alfredo." And after that, Leo said, I didn't mean to. Well, nobody let me know." And Dad said, "Don't touch my Alfredo. That stuff will spoil. You would have killed us all in this house." Dad, very angry. Oh my God. Oh, this stuff was so funny. I had to laugh in my room. And Leo kept punching the wall like this. Like that. And after that, Leo got so angry. He punched it so hard. It sounded like this. Man, it was so funny, bro. And he was throwing stuff up against the wall. It was a big boom. I mean, it sounded like more like this. Man, it was loud. I mean, loud. Man, Dad got so angry. And Leo, when he put a hole in the wall, Dad grabbed him. No, he didn't grab him. He yelled at him and everything. He made him fix the hole in the wall. And he beat him up. Bro, I mean, I remember seeing Dad maybe that day. Was just throwing food away. He was like, "Dad, this is all gonna be gobbled up. So, F it, man." So he threw it away. He was that turkey away, greens, cornbread, it was left over from all that. Some of the stuff was spoiled anyway, so what's the point of throwing it away? He threw away some of the souvenirs, box, but he threw away some valuable stuff because he didn't need it because he was angry. Probably gonna go back and get it out the trash can anyway. So what's the point of throwing it away if you're gonna get it back out? That's the question we got. Man, this man was going berserk that day. I can't understand. He was just so angry, and somehow he snapped his knuckle on something. And he started saying, "Look at my knuckle, son." He kept showing Leo his knuckle. And then he said, "Look at this, son. Look at this." He kept showing him his knuckle. Man, it was so funny. And after he grabbed him by his shirt and went, straight up. He had, so Dad had Leo touch his knuckle, and then Dad grabbed his shirt and then threw it up to the microwave. He threw it up to the microwave, I swear. He did a wrestling move on him. First it started off like, "Look at my knuckles, son. Look at my knuckles." Yeah, it's hurting, man. Try to make him feel better by rubbing it. And then when he rubbed it, he grabbed him by his shirt and he threw him into a microwave. He threw a wrestling move on him. Man, that stuff was so funny, I mean. I saw the whole thing. I can't believe I mean, come on, bro. I mean, man, that was so funny. This is so funny, bro. He said, "Look at my knuckles. Look at my knuckles, son." Man, it was just a night of horror. Damn. But on with the story. I kept listening to Dad in the kitchen and Mom was at work when all this happened. And you know how Mom would get mad? Well, she'll just snap if she sees that Dad done that to the food. All the food is gone and Dad went. So Dad gotta really go replace all the spoiled food. But It's crazy the way it is. Man. It's so crazy. And the microwave was already beat up, so what's the point of fixing it? Dad wanted to fix the microwave to see if it would work. But he was already beat up. Leo was kicking and punching on it. It's crazy, but everybody just don't like him. Nobody likes Leo. It's just so crazy the way, man. It's just like the story of horrible, no good, very bad day. Man, this is beyond this. Beyond every story I have told. This is like better than every other story I've told in my life. Like, who listens to me? So Leo spent hours cleaning up the kitchen. Hours after hour after hour. And he had to clean up the whole entire kitchen and get everything organized and stuff. And then once he get everything organized, Dad said, I want you to mop the floor. And after that, so Leo mopped the floor. Man, Leo had the worst day of his life. It was just terrible. Man. So, don't mind the squeaking in the background. But everybody got their ways, and it's just terrible the way Leo had to deal with Dad. Well, it's not really terrible because he kind of deserved the stuff. So then again, Dad saw the mail truck came, and then he went into the living room to check out what it is. So when he went into the living room, and then he opened the mailbox outside, he saw a letter, and it was a birth certificate. Dad got excited, and after that, it wasn't really the good excited too. It ain't like you get excited you open $100 bill. Nope. It was bad excited. Dad got so angry and frustrated, and he went up to Leo, and Leo hid in his room. Dad opened, like he just kicked down the door. So when Mom came home, and she put all the stuff up, and then Leo's room door was like kicked down. So the next day I woke up, man, it was another day, a decent day, and after that I went into the kitchen to get some cereal, and there was cereal. And after that, Leo was getting ready to, like, he was having a meltdown, and Dad like screamed my name, and after that I went to see what's going on, and after that Leo, like, Dad and Mom and Roy and Marshall was in the bed asleep, but Mom and Dad and Roy was all trying to get Leo out of his room and get into the car for some reason. So I went and I got my clothes on and I helped get Leo out the room. And Leo was having a meltdown and he kept holding on to his door frame, and I slammed the door on his fingers and he's like, ah! And after that everybody dragged him into the car and put him in the back seat. And after that, Dad started punching him in the back seat. Shut the fuck up, no, shut the fuck up. And after this, Leo started crying and said, "Yes, sir, I'll shut the F up." And Dad said, "Shut the fuck up, no, shut the fuck up. Tell me to keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. The nigga, keep your mouth shut." So Leo kept his mouth shut. And after that, Dad got in a car, the front. He got out the back seat and got up in the front. And after he said, "Come on, Donnie, you riding with me?" And I said, "Yeah." So I got a shotgun. And so here we go, down the road. And Leo start crying in the back seat. Like we got every seatbelt in the car tied up on him. And so once we get to the hospital, then they can take him out of the seatbelt. First they're gonna give him a shot in the needle. But before that, he was still in the car driving. Man, it was good looking around out the window at the town, man. I felt so happy that time. And everybody knew I was a good person. And after that, Dad asked me this question: what you want to have for dinner, son? And after that, I said, maybe I want the all-you-can-eat crab legs in Granite City. And Dad said, sure, okay. We're going to take the whole family there. Because we're still stocking up on more food. What happened yesterday. So, I chilled. And then, man, we just kept driving. And Dad kept asking me questions and stuff. And I asked him questions. And it was a normal conversation between Dad and son. And it was just lovely the way Leo's crying in the back. And he started punching himself, but Dad stopped the car. And after he got out, and Leo started punching himself some harder, and he got a big blister on the side of his head. Like something that stung him and he got in a fight. Man, his eyes started bleeding, and Dad grabbed him and started pow, 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 pow. He said, yeah, you want some more, huh? Yeah, come on, let's get some more in. Bow, 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 bow. He said, yeah, tell the doctors you did that. Tell the doctors you did that. We're going to the hospital now. He said, bow, 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 bow. And Leo started hitting himself and said, yep. And Dad started filming it. Dad started recording Leo have his meltdown. And put it on YouTube. And everybody was laughing at that. He actually put it on Facebook before it hit YouTube. YouTube is when the whole world finds out. But man, Dad started pow, pow. And after Leo fell out almost. And Dad said, you know what a good idea you could do, son? How about this? How about you just punch me and we're gonna see what's gonna happen from there. And after that, Leo said, I don't wanna eat you. And after that, he said, hit me! And after that, Leo said, I don't want to hit you. I said on last time. And then Dad grabbed Leo's hand and hit him. And Dad grabbed him so hard. It was just a fist fight in the back seat. And then the police pulled up. Oh, shoot. And he got out. And then the police started questioning him. Are you alright? And I said, yeah, I'm alright. And Dad said, yeah, we alright. I'm just taking my crazy son to the hospital because he beat himself to death. And I had to straighten him out in the back seat. And that police looked at him, and after that he asked Dad a few questions. Do you abuse your son? And after that, that's a straight up question. And after that he said no. And after that he asked me the question too. Do you abuse your brother? And I said no. He abuses me. And Dad said yep. And after that, the police had us led him to the hospital. So we led the police to the hospital. And after that, the hospital told the police. When we got to the hospital, and then, first off, while we was in the car leading the police to the hospital, and then the police start following us to the hospital, obviously, and did that. And then Dad was asking questions in the car saying, yeah, that boy was locked up. And Leo was knocked out in the back seat. And after Leo kept punching himself, when he woke up, he got mad, saw the police coming, and he said, pow, 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 pow. He KO'd himself, bro. Man, it was terrible. So when we get to the hospital,
Leo was sitting way in the back seat, maybe almost back to the back doors. He was like way in the back, and the police walked up to the car after his park, and after that he went and helped grab Leo. First, the police went inside to go bring the doctors out to give him a shot so he could, because Leo's having a meltdown again, and after that he's going crazy. And then the doctors came out and gave him a shot, and put him on a stretcher and strap him down. Actually, they didn't give him a shot yet. They was punching. Leo was punching the doctor across the face, and the doctor grabbed him and put him on the stretcher, and then gave him a shot and strapped him down, and then took him up to the area. Man, that's crazy, bro. I mean, first they ran him into this room to take off his clothes, and Leo took off his clothes, and they had to scan him while he's naked. And once they scanned him while he's naked, and then they saw a piece of metal between his butt cheeks, and then they put him on the ground. They took it out, and then it was a sharp knife thing, and he knew he was going to the hospital. Leo knowed his life, cause he seen it on YouTube what it's like in psychiatry. So, man, it was crazy. So once he went to the psychiatric ward, it was so crazy, bro. Like, Leo was fighting, and after they pulled out a knife, and Leo settled down for a while. The doctor pulled out a knife because he was being aggressive to him, and he was fighting them with chairs and stuff, and they pulled out a knife, and Leo had no weapons but a chair. And after that, Leo, he got mad when he saw a knife, and after that, they threw a knife at him, and after Leo grabbed that knife, and after he was about to stab him, and after that, guess what? Dun 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 dun. They tore out a gun, and Leo said, "What I even do, man? Every day this nigga gotta mess with me." And they said, "What did you say, young man? I'll shoot you right now. Get on the ground." And after they searched him, and after they took the knife from him, they strapped him down in bed and gave him 10 shots. And after that, they examined his body, put him under an x-ray, see if he swallowed any metal thing, because the metal detector kept going off, and there it is, something under his armpit. So they took him upstairs, and they put him in a nightgown, no, a hospital gown, and then laid him in the bed. And when he wakes up, this black woman starts saying this: "Get your butt up out that bed. Get up in there and interact with them kids." So she was a very mean woman, it sounds like. She wasn't playing. And her name is Miss Jeannie. And Miss Jeannie wasn't nice. So, meanwhile, I was at home after Dad dropped me off. And after that, I was telling everybody, "Let's go, let's get some crab legs." And everybody went up and got in a car, and Mom and Marshall got in a car, and Roy. And after that, Roy wondered where Leo at, and then I told him, and I told everybody where Leo at. So when we get to the crab leg place, man, it was packed, and we got in, and we ate ourselves some crab legs and stuff. I left and right. Mom got herself some champagne and started drinking it, and some wine with. When they had a toast, Dad and Mom had toast, and one afternoon, I wanted to get a bologna sandwich. I heard Dad in there screaming at Leo. He was yelling at me. But basically, he wasn't really happy still because it was November, and then Leo wasted so much time in school, and he was just pissing Dad off. And Dad ain't liking it. He ain't buying it. And Leo got brought back from school 7 times already. DCFS got involved more than 12 times. Might as well keep 1,200 times. And then Dad wasn't really happy about all that. And he talked to Leo. He was screaming at him, saying, "Don't you ever call the DCFS on my kids." And he slapped Leo to the floor. And he went back into his room. Man, Dad was upset. And then, man, he wasn't really happy, bro. He really wasn't happy. He beat Leo and told him, "Don't you ever do that again." But on the other hand, I went to get me a bologna sandwich. And then Leo was in trouble by the law and everything. And then Dad got a letter in the mail. Then there was a mail truck came. And guess what? The mail truck came. And then Leo wanted to know what it is. Well, actually, he was in there asleep. And then me and Mom came back from the store. And she came back from the store, and then her boyfriend, her ex, I meant. His mom had an ex before she met Dad. But basically, her old husband has gave her this board game, and it was called The Last of Us. And basically, it wasn't a nice game. It was called, well, actually, it was The Last of Us. And that's what it was called. So, Mom said, "Alright, y'all want to play The Last of Us?" And after that, Dad said, "I got to talk to Leo." Where Leo at? And Leo was in the room trying to make himself something to kill himself with. And so Dad called Leo trying to kill himself, trying to wrap sheet around, and Dad said, "What the fuck you doing?" And he snatched them sheets from him and pushed them onto the floor. They took his whole entire bed cover and then threw it on the floor and said, "You're gonna be sleeping on a mattress tonight. That's what you're gonna be doing until I get you some help." And so Mom said, "What's going on?" And then the Dad said, "Trying to kill himself. I saw it with my own eye." And after that, Mom said, "That's crazy. Leo, you don't do that. That's too extreme right there. You go to hell and kill yourself." But on the other hand, I took my board game into the room, and I overheard Mom's conversation. Mom said, "That boy is crazy." And Leo overheard it too. And Leo said, "You know what, I heard my Lord." And I overheard him crying after that. But guess what? It was a terrible day. Terrible. He started hitting himself, and Dad got up from the seat so damn quick. Ooh. And he now stick to Leo. He said, "You crazy, Leo. The state just sent me a letter saying that you're not allowed to drive, you're not allowed to have kids. They got a list of things that you're not supposed to have now, and you can't go to college. You can't go to colleges that has a dorm. You can't live independently no more. That's permanent. You can't live independently. You can't choose what college you go to. You can't do shit around here. And unless if you have my approval, and you know what I'm gonna say. No, you gonna stay here with me. I can't give you up. You my son. I saw you came out your mama's asshole at birth. So you know I'm not gonna give you up. You gonna stay here with me. This is your home." And Leo said, Dad said, "Come on, give me a hug, son." And he gave Dad a hug. And after that, then Dad said, "All right, now go to bed. I'm not giving you your sheets back because you tried to kill yourself. You don't get sheets for 3 days. You understand me?" And Leo said, "Yeah." And after that, he started banging his head on the wall and put a dent in the wall. And his room is next door to mine, so I saw a hole in my wall. I saw a crack in my wall. Leo kicked. Then he found this board under his bed. He started hitting himself with it. Man, Dad snatched that board from him and said, "Sit down, Leo! Sit down! Sit down!" And Leo said, and Dad said, "You having a meltdown already? Huh? You just went to the hospital." And he beat, Leo hit himself with that board, and Dad snatched it from him and hit Leo hard. He said, "Come on, nigga, let's do a pattern." So every time Leo hit himself with something, Dad popped him in the head with something and pushed him on the bed. He said, "You ain't tougher than me." And Leo hit himself across the face. He had blood coming from his eye. And then Leo, he went so crazy. Mom said, "Let's get out of this house, y'all." And after that, he said, "Honey, I'm gonna be going to the mall, right?" And after that, and I said, "All right." Like, Mom, Dad said, "All right." And after that, it was terrible. I had to stay home. Dad wanted me to stay home. And after that, Dad mother under his voice saying, "Yeah, your mama trying to tell the piece of your face. And I'm going for my life." And then Dad started beating the fuck out of Leo. So, got on top of him because Leo punched Dad in his chest. And after that, Dad kept hitting that boy across his face, grabbed him by his neck. He grabbed him by that fat neck. He's just choking Leo. He choked Leo out. He was crying, and after that, Dad, he tried to kill Leo for real. He's like, "I'll kill you, Leo!" So don't make me come back in here. And so I walked in there and I saw blood all over Leo's shirt. And his whole face, he had black spots all over his face. Red, pink, purple, all over his face. That boy was raw meat. It looked like just raw meat covering his face. That boy had looked at me and I started giggling. Leo got up from the seat. He knuckled me on up to the floor, and I almost passed out. Leo knuckled me to the floor when I tried to run from him. And after Leo punched me in my head, and after he choked me, he kept choking me. And Dad took something like a lamp and smashed it on Leo's head. Oh man, it was a serious fight. And Leo turned around at Dad and said, "Oh, you want to turn and fight me then? Fight me then, nigga. I'm for the game, nigga." And then man, Dad two-pieced that nigga up to the floor. They got on top of him and said, "I'm gonna kill you!" Wait. Leo started laughing after when Dad started punching him. He said, "Just kill me then, Dad. I'll go to heaven." And Dad said, "No, you won't. You're going to hell. You're gonna put your hands on my son. I'm gonna kill you." Dad got up. Laid that boy out on the floor, and the next thing you know, Leo closed his eyes. And after that, Dad threw that boy on the bed in the corner. He said, "Don't you move." And after that, Leo opened his eyes a little bit, and next thing you know, Dad had thrown a whole entire clock at him. It was one of them cuckoo clocks that sling it across the room at Leo's head and knocked him out for that night. And Dad cleaned out Leo's room so he don't have nothing to kill himself with. The next thing you know, it was storming and stuff. You know, we tend to sleep good. We had some leftover turkey from Well, basically, it was some turkey from Halloween, because he had turkey. And basically, it was some leftover turkey. And then Dad had turkey wings that night, so we ate turkey wings that night. And Leo missed out. And guess what? The next day, it was really raining hard. Man, November 20th, man. It was raining hard, and then Dad said, Leo! He wondered where Leo was at. And after that, Leo was gone. Because he didn't see Leo in his room. And all his stuff was gone. Oh yeah, Dad took all his stuff. So, Leo was missing. And it was all, like, it was wet footprints on the floor. And his shoes is gone. So that means he must have left the house. So we searched all through the house, and Dad said, Leo! And after that, I said, Dad, I don't think he's in the house. And Dad said, that boy better be in this. I'll whoop the shit out of him if I find him. He know he ain't supposed to leave this fucking yard. And guess what? Woo! I went outside, and I got my raincoat on, and I went outside. And man, it was thundery and stuff, and I saw footprints heading to the woods. And I said, oh God, I hope this boy ain't hanged himself or something. And the rope was missing. What's her name? Marshall's jump rope was missing. And so Dad said, that nigga decided he wanted to hang himself? Oh, hell no! Dad called the cops, and after that, Dad called the cops on, and he said, I don't want my son in no harm. Like Dad said, I don't want my son in no harm's way. I just need to have my son back immediately, because he ran away from home. I need him back here today. But they said, we can't guarantee we'll find him today, but we will find him. Understand? We on our way. So the police stopped by Dad's house, and stopped by the house, and after that, Dad got in his car and followed him. And the police said, alright, we're gonna split up. You just follow this police car. And so this way, the police car came. Dad followed the police car, and I was in it. Well, basically, no, Mom and Marshall and them was all in the car, and after that, police car was leading Dad and Mom and them. So I went out into the woods. So I walked through the woods with an umbrella that I found in the house. I wanted to know where Marshall's jump rope went and where's Leo. So I walked through the woods and keep walking. Tired, and I sat down on the ground. Well, not sat down, but I sat down on a rock. It was kind of wet. So I kept walking. And it's just getting tired. I kept walking. And I went through the bushes, and I saw a field. Man. Like kind of like Iron Field and stuff. I kept walking on the field, and there was some bushes there. I walked through the bushes. I saw some footsteps. I think they were Leo, because I kept following them, and that's how I kept following these footsteps all the way to the field, and then I kept walking. And then I had my phone on me, just in case if I find Leo. The next thing I find out, I happened to look. The footsteps led to a tree. And then I happened to look up. There was Leo. He was hanging in a tree from a rope. Jump rope. Leo was hanging in the tree from Marshall's jump. Somehow he got around his neck and killed himself. Now he's stiff, wet, soaking wet. And then I called the police, and then as soon as when I called the police, Dad was following the police. He was following the police cars. And there it is. They all parked, and all the police cars parked. And they said, yep, he's dead. Leo has committed suicide. And Mom said, she was like broken in tears. Marshall cried. Dad cried too. And he said, I just wanted to teach my son. And the Mom said, no, you always put your hands on him. And I just don't enjoy this. And after that, she had videos of Dad putting his hands on Leo. Because, like, Dad said, show the proof, Dean. I never abused this boy. Right, Don? And then the police said, sir, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for child abuse and domestic violence. Guys, domestic violence is illegal. Especially if you do this to an autistic person with autism and disabilities. He can't help himself. You take advantage of him, you're going to jail. Just remember, guys, this is a lesson learned. Never commit crimes like this. We all make mistakes, but we need to man up to it. The end. Thank you guys so much for watching this movie. This is a wonderful movie, and I hope you love the story behind it. Leo is a character. He's a really good character overall. Donnie and all them other characters. But thanks for letting me read this storybook to you. It's amazing. Let you guys know. Maybe next time I will be back reading the storybook of Isaiah the Riddler. Coming soon. Wait, why did we turn off the lights? I wasn't done talking.